Good afternoon, Base Invaders fans. Welcome back once again. We are here with the EU event 3v3, and today I'm casting as Kaz alongside Griffin. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. And yourself?
Yeah, not doing too bad at all. Obviously, so it's just the two of us today. It's a busy period in the summer, so we are just going to have a bit of fun as a duo and see what we can see around the map. Technical issues, being our friend. You can see here we've got Team NN just nearby. We are out in the sticks on here. You can see over by Missile Silo, they are the lone side here. Got hard points where the fun should start, and lo and behold, you can see Puru, and we can see Toxic Bro getting themselves into the hard point straight away. Now, this is exactly what I say some teams should do: build near the hard point rather than building out in the sticks. Just because other people are building near a monument or something. And yeah, NN have done the right idea thing, I think, here.
It's obviously going to get that first early hold over this hard point, but it's very hard to maintain the hard point considering what a big area it is. Considering it's a 3v3 Base Invaders today, so only 3 members are permitted in the game. So this could be, of course, a hard point to control and sort of keep other teams out, as there is only 3 of you in such a large area.
Yeah, and we'll see, obviously, we'll go into more of the tactics of how the 3v3s plays out. In terms of a PvP offense, obviously we can see Peru's having a shot at somebody. Can't see who, might just be in a crate or a barrel or something. But Toxic Bro and Peru are here. If we zoom out a little bit to bring ourselves upwards, you can see now they have got full run of this. And at the moment, the scoreboard isn't showing them up, but very soon it will do. And yeah, it's a point every 30 seconds. At the moment, nobody's around here to contest, so I think this will be quite quiet for them. So what we'll do is we'll do our usual trick of touring around the map. You can see a lot of teams stacked in the northwest and northeast, and a few of a launch site. And I wonder, did heli go down over launch? Yes, it did.
Wow. It went down on the roof, just above launch there. We can see the crates are down, but nobody is currently on top of the roof to go and get them.
Yep, so
obviously being guarded by the... It's right next to the SAM site as well, so it'll be a little bit hard if you want to, say, mini-bomb your way on top of the roof, but not impossible. However, those crates obviously worth 5 points each, I believe, or 3, I think. 3, there's 5 of them, they're worth 350 points.
Yeah, 5 for 3, and then, oh, there's 2 on the top as well, so, yeah. The Bradley tank that's gone down below as well. Bradley is 15 points, but through 3 crates. Heli is 15 points, but through 5 crates, so you do the maths, 5 and 3. But again, lots of fires. Equinox. And 5,
down
5, 5,
10
5.
health there.
Yeah. Now, I'm hoping that the... I'm hoping it's like an issue with the server side that the clan tag's not showing. But, because this might be tricky, because we saw NN, so I'm not sure whether it's a case of we see some people or not everyone. It is something we will flag with the admins just to make sure. But you can see here, Equinox just holding the bund line. We want to dip down below this, but... Ooh, no. They're trying it.
Yeah, we're going to see that mini-bomb that I was talking about earlier, and Solo and yours truly are going to get on top of that roof to maybe claim those crates. Now, obviously, having that high ground, but maybe not as much cover as they would hope, is going to be a little bit of a downfall there, but the fire is now starting to burn out as Solo gets taken down by number 1, as yours truly continues to fire back.
Yeah, and I was about to say, like, if I'm up there, I'm having one person be aggressive, one person just hiding. I'd be keeping them as, a backup in case somebody tries to... got on zoom there for some reason. Yeah, look, he's taking the hits. He doesn't need to. Just stay out the way. The points are the most important thing here. 15 points available. Just hang back. Killing a person, yeah, keep them at bay, but they've got to approach you. Just, play the angles. Don't let them get up to you, but don't get in their firing line. Number 1 clearly has the better shot here. Yours truly is medding himself to safety. And let's have a look at the angles number 1's got.
A little bit of a side angle there, whereas yours truly, but Equinox is going to get a solid beam onto number 1, and he's going to go down.
Yeah, we'll take a timestamp for that one. Obviously, I know we're on the monthly basis, but we still are collecting some of these highlights. So, again, if you're a player or a fan watching, if you do see any moments like that where somebody's getting absolutely slotted, do make sure to clip them up on our channel, on any of the streamers' channels, do put them into the Base Invaders Discord, a link for which you can find by using the Discord command in here. But yeah, even with the slowdown in content, there's been loads of good activity in our events, and we'll hopefully be back to fortnightly or weekly as soon as possible. Voxy, Voxy, sneaky, Vox in the box. Spots 5555 as well.
555.
Yeah, no, I know he knows bots there because he was shooting bot 4.
We're going to see that M249 come out from yours truly on the roof of the helicopter.
So it begs the question now, is that will yours truly look to be aggressive up there with the M2? Or will he look to drop down? It's a bit risky to push down because obviously number 1 is close. And I wonder, and obviously number 1's made a good move to come back in here quickly given the drop. Unless number 1 did res up. Obviously we didn't see number 1 fully die. Bot goes down.
Bot go down, yeah, there. Number 1 does look like he's going to be trying to find a way onto that roof to maybe stop and get that M249 on his way back to the base. As, of course, M249 being the best weapon in this game could be a huge advantage. Obviously, getting a guy in a lot of armor sitting on top of the roof is huge during a defense. But here's number 1 now, headed over to the fight where we see Trash is just taking down Voxy. 89 health's going to get a massive beam on number 1, who just goes straight down.
Yeah, it was a nice clean shot. But again, it's always a place I hate running around these bits. Just it's so flat and you've got the bund line here. It's just asking for trouble. So now we can see Team VG's base here. So I'm going to bring the camera a bit over closer because obviously the camera body gets a bit closer. And I'm not sure why the VG name's not showing front of the names. Like I say, we will have admins look at that. But you can see Bot, Equinox and 5555 do seem to be on the same team. I mean, obviously the answer is whoever's shooting at each other will be on the same team, but still,
it does look like the crates on top of the building, the 2 on the higher part, are completely unclaimable. I don't think he was able to get up there. However, I do think he might have been able to get up there if he parkoured off heli.
Possibly. It would have been... I mean, I'd have gone onto heli... You say 1 jumps... Well, actually, yeah, you can both jump on heli. 2 if you're on heli, 1 jumps onto the head, and you do the double jump sort of trick and maybe try and bounce across. That would work. I think the only risk is then that somebody might spot you doing it and shoot you. So if I'm them, I try and come back in with another heli dive and just try and do that. Oh, Voxy.
555 down.
Yeah. I say we. I particularly have given Voxy some shit over the years. Years? Yeah, he's been playing for a good couple of years. But I give Voxy some shit about some of the shots he misses and stuff, but he definitely seems to suit the 3s and 4s events much better than some of the big team events. When it's a case of it's just on pure reflexes and, checking your angles and stuff, he tends to be quite the quick shot. So it's be good to see how his team gets on today. Again, pending which team he's in. Obviously, I'll let you check that in the Discord for us, Griffin.
Absolutely,
yeah,
and it does look like he was able to pick up that M2.
Yeah, clean up here. So... I know we have another helicopter coming in. Obviously, we're on the east side here in the launch site. I'm just having a look around the map, see if we can spot any helicopter. There you go. Helicopters in the southeast. No one's really down there. So with the direction the heli's coming in, it will probably go down here to... let's see, who's this? Is Team NOS, who are being pushed on already.
Voxy is a part of Team Maza, who is currently in 2nd place.
And now we see...
It does look like they're... No key, firing bullets at who can beat me there. It does look like they're possibly setting up for a raid just when it starts on Team NOS, as we are seeing maybe not the best roof for peaks. Obviously, it's something that we've talked about many a times throughout the base invaders, of course, either me and Ian or me and you. Whereas, just having those roof slants isn't enough. You need to have windows with bars, or you need to have different angles, different peaks, different anything, but by peeking over those, you're almost always putting your entire body into the sightline, as they are now building out of twig to get inside the enemy's compound, and they have fully made it inside. And they are now laddering up.
So, it might be one that we want to check the rules on as well, because I remember the thing about saying we couldn't build certain contraptions. And I know that's a bit like grass, but I was under the impression we couldn't build bigger than the foundations to put beds on outside of the raid phase. And this being attack phase, there was a few issues with it where teams did this, where they pushed in. So I'm wondering if it's a case of the admins might come along and say, yeah, nice idea, but you're not able to grief that early. Because again, we're only just We've got 18 minutes to go in this attack phase. No Name atop with 41 points. The next Amazo with 18. It's a bit of a wait, really. They might be able to hold off and keep them at bay, but it just feels like, yeah, they're a way out. No, but they trying to rocket the minicopter. I know the helicopter's coming in, but were they trying to rocket Mini? Is he going to fly that safely? Yes, he is. Sailok's get any more building done. Obviously, they've got a turret up here. The turret is not active. There is not even a gun inside it, so that's not really offering much defense.
Definitely, maybe not what those are supposed to do. It doesn't even look like they're plugged in.
No.
Maybe they thought it would just be automatic. I don't know, but the attack heli is going to be flying directly over top of this base. You can see Salok's there on the roof as they have just decided to contest it from inside their own enemy's base. As they continue to shoot at it, obviously. Attack heli now taking lots of damage as we see the rocket ray now hitting the base. They're just, obviously trapping Team Nullus inside the base and just doing monumental damage to that helicopter, possibly getting them another 15 points before starting an early raid on Nos.
Yeah, we can see a scrappy in the distance as well. Someone's having a look around elsewhere. Will the heli go down now? Looks like it will.
Inside the Nos compound too.
It looks like a couple went outside though. So, oh, there you go. On the gate. So we got 2 outside, 2 on the gate, 1 in. That's decent. Is Noki stuck? No, he's not. He's on a ladder. So yeah, interesting. Now, wait, what?
Oh, what? How the? It's currently attack phase. You are not allowed to raid. How did somebody already get eliminated?
Well, I'm going to give you the heads up, chat. This might be quickly descending into a bit of a shit show, so don't be surprised if we see the server go down at some point. A team should not be able to be eliminated in the attack phase. That is meant to be that no damage is taken by the base whatsoever. And I wonder... Yeah, I wonder what's going... I wonder if it's maybe something's gone wrong, because obviously with the names not showing properly for clans as well, for the teams, we should be clearly seeing who these teams are. And I know we can see the base names, but yeah, something's not quite right.
No, not at all. I'm currently talking with the admins now, trying to figure it out, or really just looking at myself. Wow, that shouldn't have happened. At least should have said this team was eliminated, and that's it. It should not have been eliminated by another person. But Dadget team was eliminated by Yomp. I'm now looking, and Yomp has catapulted into second place with 49 points.
Yeah, a TC will do that, but the question is, why? How are they getting a TC, and why are people? Yeah, it's very. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I'm actually going to pause while we're on this view. I'm going to pause and just double check the rules, because I'm positive that it is a case of that you can't be building at this point. I can see red cubes popping off at Mouche on the rooftop, so that's they're keeping them locked down, but I'm baffled, honestly.
I can't even fathom what happened here. I mean, I have obviously been a part of Base Invaders for a decent while now, and I have never seen that happen before. It does look like the team is gonna continue to sort of spawn trap Nos as they keep killing members and controlling the base. And Nos, it does look like he's doing sort of whatever they can to reclaim this, but they are gonna keep getting farmed for points, probably for the rest of attack phase. And you see the rocket PvP start to come out.
It's a bit weird. So we're obviously down at H17 at the moment.
Who can beat me now? Continuing on the roof with the rockets, trying to do whatever he can to drive them up. I don't think he realizes rocket damage is greatly reduced on this server too, obviously because of all the raiding that happens. So the rocket PvP really doesn't work. It's probably better if you're whipping out an AK to do some kind of damage. We are going to see.
Yeah, AKs. I mean, some events we see where bolt action is really good, but the bolty in this we don't allow any scopes on. So it's one of those where AK's the king. Bolt action would be the next favoured one, and we've seen in some of our other rival tournaments where oh, there you go, the admin's chasing them. No twig allowed for you. So that's that. So there you go, called it correctly. But yeah, they've got the crate on the outside here. One about to go out as well. The one inside has been dealt with, and you've got two on the gate. One is put out though. The other is waiting. They will be able to ladder up to that, I believe. Obviously, there's no rules about laddering over during the PvP phase. It's just purely having a twig foundation and jumping themselves over. And yeah, Team NOS will be a little bit disappointed with that. Like, obviously, fair play to the admins for getting in quite quickly after we called it out on the stream. But it is going to be disappointing that players, aren't reading the rules and making themselves aware of what is required for base meds, or even still, what's going on with regards to playing fairly. But let's just have a quick look down here, so you can see a bit of damage done, or at least maybe say no frame here, but this would have had a frame. So they need some more doors in there. Hopefully it wasn't raid damage on this, and hopefully they've got some stuff to fill in the rest. Because there's still a bit of twig going around here, in this base. I think the saving grace, probably you'll agree, is the fact that because it's 3-mans, as they look to come back in again. Are they?
Oh, he just misses.
Lucky.
So close there. Who can beat me? Wish it does look like they are sort of fighting to reclaim their compound. Obviously, we can't see clan tags, so we can't see who's on a team. But I believe that they have teamed up. But a name that I'm not even going to try and pronounce, as it is in a different language, and I don't want to sound stupid, has an M249 and does look like he is ready to be beaming into that compound, hopefully to get some kills off of Nas and help his team reclaim that base for some early raid.
Yeah, we'll just call him M. That's easy enough. They're not offensive.
I'll take that, yeah.
Because again, obviously, the Cyrillic languages are always quite difficult, Russian in particular. So, it's just not our forte. It's an English cast. It is what it is. Yeah. And if anyone in chat knows how to pronounce some of these Russian names, please do chip in and say. But equally, there are filters though. So if people are called rude names, it might flag up. Because that's happened before. Some people come in and call themselves dodgy stuff in Spanish and Greek and stuff, and you're like, oh, okay, I can't read what that means.
Yeah.
So
at that point, you just hope for the best and keep moving.
Yeah.
The base is decently honeycombed as well. I just think that they weren't sort of prepared for that early inside the compound from the other team there. But at that point, it's not even on them because they couldn't have been expecting that, considering you're not allowed to build out a twig like that.
Yeah, for sure. Now, just having a quick look at Noki's base here, you can see Team HQD. I'm quite liking this. Again, you got the double chop with it. Has that a turret on? Yeah, they got.
Hey, it's on with a gun.
I know. I was checking the Python in. So we've got the Python and we've got the. I wanted to say AK. That's the M13,
I believe.
Oh, M39. Sorry, yeah. Weird. I wonder if there's something good about the M39. Then I don't know. Like Python and AK are the common ones, but.
I am now receiving word the team that was eliminated by Yomp wasn't actually eliminated by Yomp. It was some kind of major screw up, and the points will be revoked. The other team was just eliminated for other reasons.
There we go then. So at least we know the functionality is working for the event. That you couldn't do damage in the PvP phase, because that would have been the big, the big snaff. Yeah, that would have caused us the most trouble. Because imagine it's like, we can just raid. So, but yeah, it's a nice looking base from these guys. Say wood compound, not the greatest, but it's 3s, so it's not the most, it's not the most punishing thing to have wood in a 3s. Let's move elsewhere. Who else we got? Team Foof. What a name. And it's a triangle base.
I like the triangle bases. They're always a little bit different, and some teams don't really know what to do with them. But I'm liking this roof. I like all the different angles that they have to be from. I like all the different windows, all of them nice and barred. Obviously, one mistake, a couple mistakes here and there, which sets my, Rust OCD on fire. But I'm sure it's fine. And they continue to go, yeah, I like this base. A lot of different places to hide the TC. Obviously, we're seeing a lot of doors, a lot of different angles. This is the kind of base that I would use and I like to see.
Yeah, no, I'm very impressed with this. Again, it's Threes is a lot easier to use some novel styles of base, so I'm very pleased somebody has done that. And yeah, we'll see how it defends once we get to the attack phase out of the way. Say just under 8 minutes to go on that. And quickly make our way up there. Bonobo's a regular we've seen. See, nobody's home at the moment. And it looks, we'll be honest, as we can see Yogi in the distance there. This is the Bonobo boys, so we'll go catch them up. It looks a bit scuffed. Which is the nice way of putting it. It looks a bit scuffed. However, knowing how much they've played Base Invaders between Purple and Yogi, and just past Pivo's little square castle there, which looks half decent. But yeah, knowing how much they've played Base Invaders, Purplu's base will be decent.
Really, really, no matter what. And it does look like, as I scroll down the team list here, it does look like it's just Purplu and Yogi that are competing on a team, no third.
I wonder if that's, I don't know if Trash is in with them or what, but I love the fact they've kitted out the same. They're proper taking it seriously. It's RP mode threes, so they've come for the drama.
Absolutely, and that's amazing. Obviously, I've played with Yogi. I've talked with Yogi before, and he's really good. He's got a lot of knowledge of base faders, same as Purplu.
So
they've definitely got a decent shot at this.
Looking at the chat, looking at the Discord rather, I only see the two of them in chat together. They might be playing threes as a two.
Yeah.
As Purplu takes down Hollow.
Oh my god, they've gone roofed right on top of this base here. They have full control.
Full Rat Yogi and Purplu. You love to see it. The only problem is keeping up with these guys with the camera work is a bit speedy. It's scared of women. Gets a good shot on the Purplu. I'll try and give a top-down effect, really. You can see this is a very nice style base. Just haven't capped it off, and it's something we've said a lot before, and it's a big point that sort of Kaylee and Ian come back to, is like how many times we see in an event where a team can have a great base, but if you haven't finished the roof, if you haven't got it sealed off so it's a functional defense unit, the sort of the quality of design or the fanciness of design, however you want to describe it, it isn't really worth it. So yeah, I worry for the team in here. I know Purplu's jumped in, so I'm going to try and see where Purplu's got to, because I trust that it's safe to follow the attacker.
It does look like he's been able to get that kill, and now he's running around the base. I think he's sort of secured this area here, and he's just waiting for raid phase to begin. Yeah, I don't think he needs
if I'm him, I've taken that gun, looted the ammo, and then dropped it. So that somebody runs out naked, sees an LR, thinks, great, I'm going to have him. And then they're wielding a gun, and Purple gets a point for the kill.
Honestly, not a bad idea. You know, Yogi continuing to hold roof control while Purplu stays inside the base. I think they might have run out of material. Sorry, as we see some of that might have stolen, but are they spawning outside and then then coming back over?
They are looking to use the lack of roof of their own, and they've got Yogi. So that's a clever move. They've played back as aggressors on their own base and said, hey, guess what? There's no roof cover. Yogi is going to die. So Purplu is now... Ooh, she's got a little bit fishbowled there. Purplu is now a lone ranger inside this base. As Hollow, Scared, and V-Kid all look to come back. Team bots, well, they're not playing like bots. They are now going to push in, try and defend their own base. Where's Purplu? Just
Purplu 1v3.
I mean, to be fair, he's got no need to be running about until he hears movement, so...
It's true, and it looks like he's going to be hopping the gate there. He's going to fall to a lot of damage. They're going to have to go through a lot of his medical supplies, which could be definitely a
I wonder why he didn't just take the gate.
Yeah, I think mistakes have been made on his part, but he's going to be looking for Purplu. I believe he's seen him as Purplu continues to stay silent. Obviously, having that element of surprise is crucial in these 1v3s as he waits for somebody. Hollow does look like he's going to be taking a huge lap as Yogi waits for him. It does look like he's just going to cruise right over where Yogi was. Not going to see him, but I'm scared if Woman does, and he's going to get the first shot off.
Yeah, so you've got two of them up top now. V-Kid coming back as well. I suppose V-Kid doesn't use the gate. Purplu get in here. And there's the kill.
He's going to go down. Yeah.
It was a nice try by Purplu. Again, you know, if they are playing as a 2 and Yogi went down that quickly, you know, it makes sense. But I'm scared. I'm scared he's back outside though. So it looks like I'm scared might have traded or at least taken some damage. I'm not sure what's going on there. I wonder actually. I do wonder. Looking at see if we can see Team Bot in the chat channels, because given the way they're climbing the wall, maybe Bot aren't these guys. Again, it's difficult for us today, unfortunately, with the fact that some of the clan tag stuff bugging, because it's clearly working for some teams like NN we saw. Who's in Team Bot? So looking at profiles, they've got Black, Blezzy, and D. Again, that doesn't really help us in terms of the consistency of the naming. So that's one of them. But yeah, I'm wondering if maybe this isn't their base either. I hope it is, just because of the defense side. But no, it must not be.
Oh,
They're throwing C4 in. So I think they've stumbled onto a base that's been abandoned and actually counter-raided almost, Yogi did, and they've been pushed back. That would explain
that's a
why.
lot of C4.
That's a lot of C4, yep. So where are we now? We are in M7. So I'm going to quickly pop to hard point just to have a look over here. We can see Tryhard.
Solo holding it down.
Mm-hmm. Very uncontested. Again, we've seen too many teams have left the hard point uncontested at times, and it's a very easy way to stack up points. And with the PvP generated, and the fact it is a very PvP friendly sort of arena, there's plenty of points to be getting here. And when it first came out that we released it just after Trust and Rust in January, this place was busy for the first month, was just teeming of people. And then it sort of went through a bit of a phase where it didn't have as much interest. It's a bit strange sometimes, because like it'd be all or nothing, and we used to see launch site had a lot more interest as well, and that calmed down and stuff. And everything seems to have like a flavour of the month where people go, oh, I should be doing this, I should be doing this. And yeah, I mean, maybe it's because it's freeze. Maybe it's that fact of, can't risk too many people being out, and it's not worth sending just one person over to the hard
possible,
point.
yeah. Another issue that could be is maybe they're still looking for raid supplies, whereas instead of going to the hard point and possibly losing kits, we could be farming kits and then continuing to obviously get more and more supplies to get more points during raid phase. Sorry, and I believe the only reason we could see Team NNs is because they've actually
got its name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just clicked on that one. So yeah, it looks like the clan functioning is completely dead in the water today, which is a bit of a nuisance. Ooh.
We're going to have a server restart.
Oh wait, we are.
We're going to have a server restart in order to fix the issues that are currently happening. I do believe that should give us clan tags, which would be great, and to fix the point problem with Yomp, who was given 40 extra points.
Do we know when that's happening? Is that going to be the end of the attack phase, or is it happening now?
I am just looking now.
Because the timer has stopped at 1:59.
It does look like it's just going to happen now. I think they're going to do it as soon as possible.
Well, while we're doing that, then we'll just have a quick look at this. This is the Happis base. Happis have been in Base Invaders for, again, a few years now. So ever since I started casting, they love doing a honeycomb, almost like trap-style base. They've done a few where it was much wider than this, than like a two level or one level, and you just fall into a honeycomb and you're just stuck. This one's a bit more resolute because it's the 3-mans as well, so maybe they're thinking they'd go a bit higher. But yeah, Happis love to build something weird, something just obnoxious, and honestly, more often than not, Sombrero gets a nice kill there. More often than not, they don't last the event, but it's a big
when it does look like it's time for that restart.
Yep, so we are just getting the screen there, as you can see. So we will hang fire just a second. Obviously, give them time just to rebuild, restart the server. And I wonder, obviously, obviously if all this fixes, but I wonder who's going to be the best team today, because obviously, we've got No Name sitting clear at the top, quite pretty. Seems like they were just left alone for, the sake of the hard points. But then it's like, okay, well, if they were left just because of the hard point, well,
yeah,
is that just artificially inflating them? I think it's my point.
Possible. However, we did see I think a team before that was controlling it, but we could be wrong again. as I scroll through trying to find Team No Name, just to see if they're, they're part of the Cool Kids Club, to see if they're, possibly some old time winners. And it does not look like any of them are previous winners. It does look like they're all sort of newcomers. However, that obviously just means that we haven't seen them yet, and they could be completely and utterly amazing, maybe some of the best on the planet, but just haven't been able to compete in this tournament yet.
Yeah, well, I'll say I'm sure we'll be fixed in a second. There you go. Just going to give you a lovely little background, just while we just wait for that restart, because we're hoping that the restart will happen very shortly.
It's going to break everything, and we're going to have to restart the tournament. It's going to be that's about worst case scenario, but I really hope that we don't have to do that, because that would be a major pain in the old arse. But
yeah, I'm also, why is the info overlay changed as well? That's again the perils of this sometimes with OBS. I know it's because Base Invaders is down to monthly at the moment, but the fact is it should be working properly. It's irritating.
Yeah.
Right, well that's that fixed. So just looking at chat, DFD says Yomp going to win this for sure. Yeah, well, Yomp, I know they got given the points by accident, but even still, looking at the people in that team, they've got a good chance in the raid phase. And honestly, in the raid phase, it's going to be a case of who's the cleanest with regards to, who's the cleanest with regards to getting the raids off quickly without risking their base. So, we'll definitely see.
Yeah.
See how they got in a second. So, so the update then from the staff from AWZ was a case of server had to be restarted due to some of the issues we saw. It was also affecting the admins by the looks of it. There'll be a 3-minute grace period to let people back in, and 3 minutes of attack will be left. So they've given an extra minute of attack as well. But yeah, 3 minutes of attack will be available before we go back into the raid phase. So it's a little bit frustrating, but at least we are getting it fixed at the end of the attack phase rather than mid during the raid phase or even during the attack phase,
Yeah, yeah. So, but we can only hope that the server restart will fix all the issues, and we'll be able to obviously now see all the clan tags, see everybody, blah, blah, blah.
And that's the big saving grace, obviously. We can do our best to point out who's killing who and whatnot, but ultimately for the context of it, having that clan tag identifier is a huge thing, just so we know who's fighting who. Because again, like you saw with the base that Bonobo went into, Yogi and Purpley, we thought they were fighting the raid, the base owners, and then I was like, oh, okay, it's a cool approach to attack from outside. No, they were attacking from their own bags because they were raiding too. So it'd be very, very good to fix that and get back to our normal style. Do let us know in chat. Obviously, I know we've got a good bunch of you watching today. Do let us know who you're supporting, who you think's going to win, who you think is an absolute scrub. Obviously, aside from me. Just get involved. We are operating on a shorter delay than usual. Not too short, but just we've one of those things we've been trialing a little bit that we saw with some of our other events in Base Invaders and stuff, where just by lowering the delay time from the 5 minutes down a little bit shorter, it just helps us keep up with chat a bit better and keep a bit more interactive. So hopefully that's beneficial to you guys. And we will just continue to pad for time for a second longer, just while we wait and hear back from the staff, from the admins. Because again, obviously the players are all in the Discord chat as well, all in the voice channels, but also in the text chat, because they are all just having a bit of a grumble, obviously wondering when they can get back into the event. Yeah, and at least they're eager to play. It'd be disappointing if they all went now on board. It's just like, everyone's like, oh, good, I can go home. So the fact they're all eager to play is a nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch. Yeah. Although sometimes I find that some teams struggle, really showing that in a positive manner. Sometimes it can fall to a maybe getting a little upset with others. But again, that's just the Rust community in the end.
I was going to say, it's one of those that when it comes to like charity stuff, the Rust community is fantastic, and a very giving bunch of people who
Yeah.
happy to team up for a good cause and put their money where their mouth is, and really really make an impact, and we love that. But when you're in the day-to-day stuff like base invaders, like I mean, as a great example, on Twitter, Ern posted, who works with a face bunch of people that aren't aware. Ern's, I believe, community manager.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ern posted and was like, someone DM'd and was like just being gross in a DM turn. It's like it's very much there's always going to be sort of bad faith people, bad actors in the Rust community. It's a game that not necessarily encourages it, but it certainly attracts it. It certainly, there's plenty of people who it's a good game to be a goblin in, and
it's a
yeah. So it's the nice way to put it is like there's plenty of goblins play Rust. So
it's definitely one way of putting it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I think we we raised a ton of money the last time we did Trust and Rust, and of course I'm excited to go again for another charity event. Hopefully I can. My goal is to maybe be a little bit more on the helping side for that, either through donating money or staffing or whatnot. But I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to be fair, the Trust and Rust event we ran in January, obviously you can find the VOD for that either on Rustoria's channel on YouTube, or you can find direct footage on HTune's YouTube as well. Between the two of us, we ran all of the content that we did produce on those channels. But yeah, we raised, I believe it was about $250,000, something around that mark. It was a crazy number. And in terms of viewership, we brought in for the first time a production agency for that, who do a lot of stuff like Rainbow Six Siege and some of the PUBG sort of invitationals, the solo events like Cups and stuff. They do a lot of shooter stuff, so they'd never done Rust before, but working with us up here at Rustoria Base Invaders, between me and Ian and a few of the others, they very quickly took to the task, and obviously their level of professionalism really polished up the event. And there were a few niggles, particularly with the fact that we at Rustoria built a teleporter that was really cool, that then broke and crashed the server.
Oh no!
It's like, well, there was sorry, it wasn't teleporter. The teleporter worked. Sorry, the lift system that was working.
Oh yeah.
The lift system bugged out, and it was a case of just everyone's games went to 2 FPS. So there are little things you live and learn about, which was a shame. But yeah,
I do remember watching that and seeing everybody either get crushed by the lift or there was some frame issues. It was definitely a little bit problematic there at the beginning, but obviously they went through and we ended up raising so much money for charity. It was great.
Yeah, it was wild. And again, it's just our part in the community event sort of thing. Hopefully now that COVID's not gone, but certainly much more controlled and managed and understood. Life will continue as normal. We'll be able to have the regular Trust and Rust again. So, hopefully we can crack on with another one next year. And again, given how successful this one was, hopefully we get the same production people back in and they have a second go at it. And like right now we know how to do it. We can do even more cool stuff. Because, I was on a separate side role as like a bonus caster with a replay operator. So my job was literally to watch any of the action that HJune and William weren't watching and just clip it up and then come and talk about it whenever HJune got bored. So that worked real nicely. That was really good. But I'd had some internet issues that day. So
we have gland eggs.
Yes, right, okay. So we are going to switch back into the action. Here we go. That's not the right button. There we go. It wouldn't be a base vendor stream if I didn't scruff it. So, we are back into the attack phase. Anecdotes be damned. We are watching Letterub and Carvenin take on Happis here. Obviously, you can see the countdown is working. It was the 3 minutes grace plus 3 minutes of attack, so they've just merged that into 6 minutes of attack instead. And it makes sense who's fighting who because they are all next door to each other. So that's how that's going to play. Though with W's behind and ST, I'm just trying to look on the map actually, seeing who's here. We have got 6 teams in a close area.
Yeah.
But who's down here?
Here's Lido Rub.
I'm seeing someone at the coast then maybe. Ah, it's KLM. The Dutch airline itself. So again, nice base though. I'm not the biggest fan of these box tops on the roof. I never have been. I don't mind the inside being really tricky. And it's just I've never liked the roof box approach. I don't think it's that imaginative because a team's just gonna punch through the floor there, realistically.
Yeah.
So
I think they're better in regular Rust rather than Base Invaders. I think they're very cool,
I was gonna say that's the point. Obviously, when I mentioned like Haley and stuff before the base building, I see more of a regular player than some of us other casters. Like she was saying about some of the styles we see of bases where they build a base that on a wipe, on a vanilla wipe 2 times, that would do really well. But the second you get to the Base Invaders, it's a fast-paced 20x tournament event. The second you bring that design in here, it's suddenly flawed because it hasn't got it's got the functionality to operate as a base, but it hasn't got the functionality to operate as a soak, to operate as a sponge for rockets and for C4. So, it's an interesting one as we see Happis just hugging the walls, Leather Up, lingering outside. So while we got those here, obviously we've had a look at these 6 teams. I want to quickly have a check over the rest of the base as well because Team NN are up here now. Again, there's 2 different teams. They're not even
in their base. Yeah. They've been deeped.
Yep. So there's 2 different teams of NN and No Name. No Name atop. NN are second. Christ. NN are way down leaderboard 25th. As Heli goes down as well to Foof. So
it does look like that's Nikita as I go to verify that is actually Nikita. And obviously Nikita being one of the most experienced Base Invaders players there is really. Played almost every event, does everything. Yep, that is a team of extremely experienced Base Invaders players that have now gone deep on a base.
That'd be interesting to see. I mean, NN, I don't expect NN will last long. I also expect a lot of these teams will disappear very quickly. So we are going to just whiz around quickly just to see who's where. NRX, I like the fact that NRX have got some outward walls and stuff just to hug inside. And we'll say speeding through this. KFC, King Jon Snow is down. Nerm coming up. Again, Nerm, a regular player. Patrol heli's inbound. Now, that's interesting. So I'm sure it said a patrol heli went down. So why we've got another patrol heli coming in, I don't know.
Constant helis.
I mean, it might have been a case of that this was the second heli and it was late. It hadn't worked and that's why we had to reset. That would make sense. So it could be they're just getting in the 2 helis really quickly and trying to fix that issue. So yeah, the crates here, they won't have gone out just in time for the attack phase to end. And it looks at the moment, I'll say Mazza in second, Yomp in third. We've got some Yomp fans in the chat. Hopefully we've got some Mazza fans as well. But No Name comfortably on the top. If they do win attack phase, they will get a bonus 10 points as well. And then they're going into the raid phase. Now, I know we're looking at Mazza pushing on DSAD here. And LFT. So a good TC take here for Mazza quite quickly would be nice.
They contesting the places. LFT makes a play for it. I think he was able to hit one of those crates before getting beamed out, but there's DSAD now trying to sort of defend this crates. Maybe sending a guy out to get them, as I think LFT is planning another, drop my gear, I'm gonna go run and naked and get those crates. There's LFT F9 going in with the truck. Oh, that would have been cool if he would have gone it, but I think he's gonna go for it, as there comes his buddy.
I can't remember if it's a case if you need to loot one stuff or just open the case. Oh, there's a good couple of kills. Wow, Voxy in the distance. There you go, Voxy. Mazza's Voxy. Cool. So, yeah, some good crossfire shooting there. Had everyone ripped out. Nice communication, clearly, because Voxy would have spotted people, but knowing the timing is something that would have been called out in the group to get the pre-fire off there. I just wonder.
And number one's going to go for those crates now. Does look like he's actually going to be able to stick the loot. DSAD is making no attempt at shooting him. Maybe he hasn't been spotted. He's hiding behind the crates and such, but there we go. Now there's some beams coming out from number one as the DSAD member goes down here as he I believe he's looted 2 of the 4. No, only one of the crates has been looted by him. Maybe he's tapped the others or taken a little bit of the loot out.
Worth pointing out as well,
Cover.
the timer is on 2 minutes 5 seconds again.
Does appear to be paused. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few people making some complaints in the official Discord. Boxy's one of them saying their turrets on their own roof have killed us, so maybe there's like there's an issue there with regards to the sort of verification of it. And someone else saying their turrets are gone from their roof. Oh, and there you go, server is restarting.
Oh no.
So,
oh no.
Dear. Oh dear. Quick, pop up the nice graphic.
Oh no. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be Base Invaders without a little bit of scuff. No, this is a little bit more scuff than usual, but you know, at least this time it's their side. Last time it was our side. We couldn't get our radar to work, which was a slight issue. But at least this time it's not on us.
Yep. So yeah, we're back on the holding screen and a bit of on the fly screen updates for people. Definitely no technical issues here. So yeah, it's a shame, but you know, in terms of who's doing what, No Name are still comfortably in the lead, though. So it's not like somebody was about to catch No Name. It is a case of they are still in the lead, but it's still an issue with regards to the other people. Yeah, it's frustrating. Big Pappy T in chat, how you doing, dude? Says number 1 on top.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pappy T saying exactly what we just said from the chat. Basically, people are outside his base, and he's like, "No, I'm having to fight my own turrets." So, yeah. Yeah, and obviously, Thule in the Discord chat was saying monthly BI events in the middle of each month have been more demanding and more successful. It's less of a point saying a suggestion. It's more of a throwback to what was said. Was basically for a little while the idea was we'll reduce the events, make sure they work properly, and there were some other issues on Rustoria's side in terms of staffing and stuff available. So while a few things were being sorted out on the back end, limit the events, make sure they worked, and obviously, frustratingly, this has not quite panned out that way. So hopefully the admins can make another quick fix. Obviously, last fix was quite quick. Thankfully, only a couple of minutes. But it is disappointing the fact that you've had to have 2 restarts on the server. So, do apologise to the viewers and to the players. So, and honestly, as you know, with the broadcast team, we don't even know how many people are operating in terms of the admin staff today. So, fingers crossed that we've got enough people on hand.
DFDAOT, the event can't get any better. Well then, that's...
Well, I mean, it depends. If you enjoy little mishaps, then yeah, this event's going great. So it's just one of them.
It's funny to kind of look back on these later down the line and just think, wow, that was just one day where everything went to shit, and sort of laugh at it. But at this point, I can imagine the admins are panicking, the staff is panicking, everyone on that side is panicking. Well, me and Kaz are kind of sat here laid back.
I mean, I'm in a shirt and shorts, man. It's sunny in the UK for the first time in weeks, so it's great.
Oh my god, it's 9:30 in the morning. I'm still sitting here in pajamas, just chilling. Yeah. Got a mug of warm tea next to me.
You're based in Canada, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah. So a lot of trouble over there with the forest fires, the wildfires. It's looking a bit dicey.
Too bad. Not too bad where I am. But it was really bad there for a while. Yeah.
Throw and Go says, can't wait for the drops to come back. Yeah, obviously, there will be some generic drops coming up with the Spanish streamers, as well as some of the specifics with them. Obviously, there are drop windows with Rustoria as well as with Facepunch in general. Yeah, so that there will be several events for English viewers, Spanish, for some of the others, mixed through the year. Obviously, I know a few of us from Rustoria helped with a few of the others from other servers to make the Rustopia event recently, the invitational they did. Again, there were no drops for that because simply they just couldn't get into the scheduling for the drops. So it just shows how many are in the works, getting approved by Facepunch. Like a decent sized charity event can't get itself into the list because lots of people have scheduled lots of things. So hopefully, stuff like say Trust in Rust, Twitch Rivals, things like charitable Rust. There's so many different events that we run these days for Rust, for charities or not. There's a lot of drops in the mix, so it's good to see. Elgust says, who's winning at the moment? That would be Team No Name. Last we saw, Team No Name were on about 90 points. Obviously, again, there might be a little bit of a rollback. I don't think there'll be much of a rollback just because, realistically, sticking us at 6 minutes from the raid phase is a pretty safe space, I think. Nobody was close to anyone else in the scoreboard for the top spot. So, the current issue, just for anyone who might be late joining, is the fact that we had an issue with the second attack helicopter not coming, and with the clan tags not showing on teams, so we couldn't really identify who was fighting who beyond player names. But then when the server restarted, the second and third helis came in, as expected. Clan tags were on, as expected. But the turrets had de-authorized. So players were getting killed. Yeah, players are getting killed defending their own base by their own turrets, which is a little bit of a hindrance. So that's
only a little, though. Only a little. Not a huge issue, really.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I've been killed by my own turrets.
Yeah. That just when you either forget your teammate forgets to auth you, you forget to auth you. Literally, just so many different things. We still have audio for our casters. True. Glad to see that we are being nice and appreciated.
It's always good. Yeah, obviously it's a shame. It's one of the functions that we are looking to sorting out for the future. Again, is something we did use in Trust in Rust, would be like a replay function. Now, the trick with the replay function would be great. We could fill time here with replays and just show you bits that have happened. The problem is really you need a replay person to be a separate role. And again, with say being down at monthly at the moment, it's a bit tricky to get someone in or train someone to do that. Just for what would effectively be 12 events in a year, sort of thing. So yeah, it's something we are looking into, and seeing what we can do in terms of that. But obviously the graphics and stuff we've built up over the time I've been here as head caster and stuff. Like Ian's done a really nice job with this bottom overlay bar. We'll just toggle that off and back on again. That's clean. We've got the in-game stuff starting to match up with this now. Still needs a little tweak, let's be honest. But it's starting to look a bit more polished and stuff, and at least from the broadcast side, we're quite happy with it. There's a few more things, like say, we want stats, we want replays, but yeah, we're making the right moves on that side. So as long as Rustoria can fix the server and we can get back into it, we'll be quite happy. Just laughing at the chat as well in the server. The Discord chat, Finn saying, somebody pick me up, I'm the best player. I mean, Finn has won a few events, just to say 14 times winner is one of the tags Finn's got. But I believe Finn is playing though today. I'm not sure why he's chatting shit, because yeah, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. It says Team 38 for Finn, but Team 38's bot, so who knows? But no, we've got a good bunch of people in here. Like I said, looking at the list, obviously we saw Yogi and Purplu regulars. Who else have we got?
We've got Nikita, and sort of that team as I scroll down quickly looking for them. Yeah, Nikita, Mango.
Yeah.
And
Toxical, Nerm, Firenze, T-God, and Voxia, Team Mazza. There you go, T-God. Saw you in the chat lurking. That's Team Mazza in second place. Who else? We got Zamito plays regular, Solo. Wivin's in, by the looks of it, if it actually is Wivin.
a lot of players this time around, which is always nice. Sometimes we don't see as many teams sort of try and fill in, but we had a full roster, and obviously some teams just don't show up, which is always annoying, but
yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to see. Can we see is Deathwinger in today? I'm not sure.
Deathwing is not in today, unfortunately.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, because I can see sort of people like Mango and Nikita and all the K's are in. You know, they're playing in Team Tarkovi. So yeah, it's just a good bunch of people in. It's just to say, hopefully we can get back to seeing these bunch of people. I'm being told by the admins that we are good to reconnect, so we're just going to quickly rejoin the server, and hopefully that lets us back in, and the caster hasn't drowned, the cameraman rather, because otherwise I'll have to respawn. Oh, it's not the end of the world. We are technically immortal, but it's more a case of there's been a few times where when the server's gone down, the caster body has dropped to the floor, and somebody, not naming names purposely, but somebody has then stolen the heavy scientist outfit we wear, and then looks like they're an admin. So they're in a fight, and someone on your team's like, "I'm fighting an admin." And it's like, you're not. You're just fighting somebody who stole from an admin.
Yeah. That's actually happened a couple times with staff members, either getting destroyed by turrets or something like that.
Yeah, there's been a couple.
Okay, and we're back in now. 8 minutes on attack.
Yep, just going to bring the camera back on OBS, so brace yourselves for the fun. The oops has gone on the text, the rust background has gone, and there you go. You can see beautiful sunshine here in the desert outside Team Happy's base. We've got 7.5 minutes to play. Top 3, No Name, Mazza, Yomp. Though Yomp, to be fair, close behind all the W's and Caravan and Haha Tarkovi, not really far behind that, so if we bring up the full list there of who's available, 30 teams still in it on the board. I know for a fact we've had more than one team eliminated. There are probably more than 30 teams still in it as well that are just not pointed scoring. So we've got a whole bunch of teams in the mix.
Yeah.
But
as we continue to look, we see that attack heli now. Does look like Team W. What is W's base? Can we?
We will in a second. I want to follow the attack heli. I don't want to.
Hold on. I just got Lord of the Rings flashbacks.
Woo!
Go back. And Patrol Heli is now down, obviously.
Look at it roll.
They're all with 3 points. It's going. It's going.
Just a little part of the helicopter's rolled down, and that pig is oblivious. And oh, there's 2 pigs. That's nice. Will it stop here?
Oh, it's just going to beat the crate. Okay, so, let's have a look at this base.
Yeah, we've seen this design before. Not so much the castle-y roof type top to it. However, haha, I like it. Just seeing if it was open at the back as well, or if it's sealed. I wouldn't be surprised if a TC was hiding in somewhere like this.
It would be really funny, and I kind of hope that it does. But looking more at it, I think if we take away like 2 of the connectors, it kind of looks like a TIE fighter in my eyes.
Yeah. And again, we've seen it before. They use these things like little connector bridges, and you see all the little up and down ramps as well. It's a nice design. It's not the most effective, especially when you consider. Cool. Oh yeah, and again, this is what I come back to the fact that for the 3v3s, just we get more variety, and variety really is the spice of life with this. You know, it's just like we see so many of the same sort of 5x5 base designs, and they're functional, you know, and a lot of the advent calendar styles inside as well. That's all very very meta, very works. You know, it's proven, tested. But just sometimes you like to see a little bit of adaptation, and in the 3s especially, I'd say 3s. My favourites have been 3s and 9s, just because in the 3s you get the invention, and in the 9s you get a bit more reckless behaviour.
In the 9s you get like Battlefield, like it's great.
Yeah, I mean 12's got silly. I remember like Deathwing's team was really unlucky in the 12s. They had 3 teams attack them full 12s, so it was 12 versus 36. The FPS around them was basically negative numbers.
Yeah.
Profeed YOLO says roleplay your bases on Invaders now. Again, it's a 3-man event, so you'll see a bit more of these sorts of roleplay or creative bases, or however you want to describe them. This one, at least that one's only just got castle tops. We have seen some teams before where they've had full like a castle design. It looks like it belongs on a vanilla server. So they're mostly in like this ST's base. This is in keeping with Base Invaders base. We've seen a few of that. Happis always build their weird lattice, but most bases, do look like this one as well. Just a very functional, absorbent base with the capybara door as well.
Always good. Always good. Those doors.
Happy
Those doors
birthday.
still make me laugh.
And so you've got Capybara door. I think there's a furnace. There's the door, furnace, and the rock as well that you can get. So there you go. Face punch, we're doing the Lord's work here and plugging your skins. Now, we've got 3 minutes to go. Obviously, we were in the middle of touring round. We will come back to the heli. So looking at who's round who. We've got NN Tarkovi are lurking on NN's base. But again, we said there's 2 NNs. The NN base is pretty crap. Being fair, it's just not good. Yeah. And it looks like NN have given up because looking at the board, NN are only on 5 points. So we do a flyby. Tarkovi are harassing NRX as well as KFC being next door. So I can see a KFC raid happening there. We keep going. Look at it all over this way. The final helicopter's coming inbound. So the one that crashed there at Happis was the second helicopter, for context. That got undone from where it was before. Mazza were fighting over the second one before. That has been undone. And now we can see Kickflick. We can see CG's base. Ooh. Tools. There you go. Feeders. Megalos. Malakis.
Yeah, it does look like Hollow, who we were talking earlier, is now on top of the tools base as he continues. This is, again, one of the more stranger bases that we see in Base Invaders, obviously with all the frames and such, and only 3, I think they got interrupted while building. As we can see, only 4 of the roofs have been placed, and one of them is still twig.
I mean, in terms of design, it's not the worst thing to not have the fan bits on. I just think, yeah, it's like, it looks like they're either do it or don't.
Yeah, I think
if you're gonna fill it in, fill it in.
I think some mistakes were made when the base was being built. We see Martin CG full naked, looking for a gun or something next to the tool space here as Hollow locks it down, not letting him move anywhere. 2 minutes left on attack as we see Tools, some kind of name in Russian, now fully crouched with a rocket launcher. He's gonna go out and point blank Hollow with a rocket, and he's gonna live. And he goes looking for the body. He's gonna take it.
Well. Oh, hello. What's the admin doing here? I think he was just checking in. Well, it's another for our little scrapbook of highlights. Lovely bit of rocket PvP, but ultimately it didn't pay off. Scared of Women actually went down to Martin. Hasn't dropped fully, but he's close. V-Kid lurking.
Like he's killing a CG member here, and it does look like he's gonna find it.
Yeah, it's close. It was close. But humans in control here. So we're going to keep pushing. Obviously, we want to quickly push this way. So you can see CG's base. We can see Kickflick's base with Toxical in. Team Ha 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 over here. And LFT in the distance. In the LFT base. There you go. Rendered in.
It does look like there was a little bit of a miss.
Standard base, you know. A lot of these teams are sticking with bases you'd see in the 4s and 5s.
If you see there in just like the upper part, you can actually see, I believe, what was a failed base foundation made by LFT. I think they might have had to restart about halfway through, realizing they either had the bad measurements or they'd set up somewhere bad or really anything. Go over here, we can see the next attack heli.
Yeah, it wasn't the attack heli I was trying to keep an eye on, to be fair, though I am here for it now.
Feeders. Now getting ripped apart by feeders.
Bit of a Tokyo drift there from the helicopter. As the helicopter decides to leave. Thanks for that.
It's gonna go down just outside of Feeder's base now, but you can see so many teams outside of the West base that it might not even matter. It does look like the West base isn't exactly all that great, as we are going to see an immediate raid on Team DSAD by, I believe, Team Mazza. A lot of different teams actually are in there now. VG, I think I saw a couple of Mazza members.
Yep, trying to figure out where they've gone in here is the hard part, because I don't want to be that guy who just flies through the doors. Fuck it. In through the wall, yeehaw. There you go. We see some boom, we know it's close. So, we're in with Mazza again.
Get that kill there.
Worth pointing out to people. Oh!
Did you just get shot in the face by a rocket?
I think so. Is that the raid defended? The VG here, but yeah, D-side have held off Mazza, so we'll leave that one. Let's go pick another raid. We're going to try and find Pivo. There you go, Bonobo. Come on, Bonobo, find us a TC quickly.
Let's go. Come on, boys. That's obviously Purploo and Yogi now. Let's make this quick, please. They're going to be finding way too many doors. Obviously, it is just the 2 of them instead of having the 3 members. As I believe I think the team members are now starting to spawn in to hopefully defend the base. As now they've sort of lost that upper and I believe now the 2nd layer.
Yeah, there's a full. Now, this is a Pivo space. Fairhead is back down below. So they might come and defend this. They have blown the top open, but again, it's not a quick one in terms of finding where TC is. So we'll bounce back to this one as well. We are looking for someone who's really scuffed, that we're looking for an easy TC
Oh,
take.
here we go. And. Oh, no. The flat top rainbow roof.
I do like the shipping container stuff. I'm not against it. I like the variety. But, oh wow, this is pretty pants.
Yeah. They, it does look like they've got some advent calendar, but, and again, I don't know why they decided to C4 through that. It's not like you could hold the TC in there anyways. But they're doing it for shits and giggles, I suppose, as they keep going, as K continues the raid. Really, so far no TC as we keep going here.
They're taking a lot of doors off, though. I mean, I don't know if it's anything we can see as a camera team. It'd be weird if you had a door, one of the red doors with a window on that you could see TC through. But well, there was one. There was one that I had where I lost my mind, and I can't remember when it was. It was months ago now. But I might have been casting with Kaylee. Yeah, the door they started C4ing at, they went left and went around the whole base. If they'd gone right one, they found TC. It was the last door they cleared. They've started at one and went left and cleared every door, and then the final door was the next one to where they started. And it was just, I was traumatized. But again, traumatized by these. There's low raiding going on here. NRX and KFC. What's NRX doing? King Jon Snow, as we lose Griffin to some sort of murder. King Jon Snow is outside. Aiden's got. Oh, you bastards! I've just left them. I've literally just left them. So they're just playing peekaboo out here as Jon Snow is hiding. There you go. There's the push. That's what he wanted.
Alright, the murder has been resolved. Everything is back to normal on my end. We are good as KFC continues to lug out of this area in a standoff with NRX here.
Get a bit of a top-down approach. Like, police helicopter this is. We've got 2 suspects. However,
it does look like he's going to get shot in the back.
Nikita Tarkovi. Yeah, well, Tarkovi just got the TC there on NN. That gives him to 40 points into 88 point spot, 2nd place. It's hard to use some words. And we see Tiago.
Just going to go down.
Ooh, Tiago's got a lovely little spot here. Ready for the Yar Yeet into the side of this base. Let's have a look at the damage that he's done so far. Burn a couple of walls. Is anyone inside at the moment? Because I can hear the shots, but other than that, ooh, it's gone through the outer skin. This is looking a little bit bare inside, boys. Oh, they got some doors in there. That's okay. So it's not too terrible, but yeah, just feels like NRX's base won't last that long. But equally, we've only had 1 raid so far, so we're going to keep looking in case we can find someone else. LFT poking at Haha Pops. That's not what we're after. This is what we're after. Mazza in on DSAD.
Full deep as well. All 3 members on top of the base. As it does look like they've gone all the way down. As we surf around through, you can see Mazza now going through so many bodies and dropping rockets from his teammate as they continuously hit doors looking for them. Doors being blown down. We can hear the M249
tools as well.
Eliminated by Bless.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not Bless, Bess.
No TC in there, but it feels like we're close.
Kaz is getting a tingle as balls on by humans.
Bot going to humans, that's the next way up. So, Keep the full scoreboard on there just for the time being, just while we do bits. There's a door there. Anything? Anything?
More rockets keep hitting the doors.
I'm gonna pick NRX go to KFC. Wow.
Not something I was expecting there, but we're gonna keep on with this race. We see VG.
I mean, to be fair, NRX's base, I was saying though, NRX's base did look a bit like sparse. So I'm just wondering if it's a case. I'm wondering if it's a case for NRX's base. They realised that because it was so sparse, they probably hit TC on edge to edge, and maybe they blew that. So we'll have a look at that base if we get a chance to, and swing around. Again, you've got some doors down here.
Promising.
I mean, splashes on that. That's the outside. So I wonder if it's there's nothing in there. So you know that
it is not there. Yeah.
No, maybe they want the escape though. You know. It's always useful to have an escape plan ready. Equinox in here now.
Equinox.
Does Mazza know? Does Mazza know? VG, you're pushing in 55550 as well.
Oh. Triple I or triple L.
Yeah.
Can't actually tell. It's just Foxy on the roof now for Mazza. One DSAD member, one VG member. It's a 3-person FFA here. As we see another VG member now start to run in.
Yeah, Schizophrenic kick down below. Obviously, he tried to spell Schizophrenic and didn't. And here comes Bot for VG. M2.
4-9 from Foxy. Wow, that's Scrappy. He's not in their great condition as he's going to palm out and Scrappy bomb it. Bot on the roof.
Oh.
Foxy's going to try. He's trying to get away.
Oh, oh, what's Foxy?
I think
there he is. No, it's not.
Foxy's ran.
Had he gone outside?
He's going to go down.
Yeah, he jumped onto the second layer, hid a second, then dropped down. So Equinox are the one and the gang are now in for VG. It's a good counter. I feel bad for Foxy. He had trouble spotting the play after the helicopter. There's Mazza's firing back. Equinox having to take cover.
Yeah, Mazza wants this raid. They've obviously used a lot of boom getting through it, and they want to get that TC now. Looking at it, so many dead bodies. DSAD is probably going to be picking up all the boom off of those Mazda bodies to hopefully continue that raid.
So, you know, yeah, DSAD might be able to sneak a few things back here. But as it's becoming a bit more of a slog, we're going to keep moving around, keep having a look. Obviously, the crash at L11 was the helicopter. You can see that's all done and dusted with now. Still a lot of fights going on
West.
Here.
West looks like it's just a cube base is what it looks like from here. So we keep looking here as we see feeders on basically the same side as each other, and they are currently having standoff. We see trash now coming from
This is a horrific little mess of walls. Obviously, again, for anyone who's uninitiated to Base Invaders, these will decay after about 8 minutes. You can see there, time has gone on that one. Which is very apt for us coming here. But yeah, these will start to fall down. They can be replaced, but you know, we try and limit it because it gets too obnoxious and slows the server down, slows the play down.
As obviously they are allowed to have that bed platform to obviously have respawns and maybe to throw some boxes on to store some loot while they raid, but they aren't allowed to build anything more than the. Oh my god. Who was that? That just got that
was
huge beam.
Nikitu getting a shot on Yomp. Ronnie for feeders is just around the corner. Is Ronnie down? Oh yes, as Noz go out to HQD. There's the tap. It feels like West are about to get besieged by Haha. However, has Megalos got anything? No.
Oh.
Not in the slightest. So we are just purely playing, like, looking for raids at the moment. Because we're so early in the raid phase. We are looking for who's going to go on an easy raid. Now, No Name pushing in here. As you see, Carvanen blowing away.
If you had noticed, No Name has dropped out of top as DSAD goes down to Mazda. It does look like they were.
But
that
was the one that VG were in. So VG have lost out on that one despite taking the raid back over. So very nice work there from Mazda. Put some into first place. And as you say, Haha second, No Name third. No Name have been a bit quiet. Theory fights Carvanen. Oh! Loses out on the gate trade. Toxic broken around now. Also, damn. Carvanen, 2 for 2.
Good little 1v2 there, as it does look like a...
That is the face of somebody who just fucked up.
Oh no, and he's got a rifle on his back.
I mean, to be fair.
Oh no.
Oh. Has he killed?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Just,
that's beautiful. That's just like peak relaxed, you know? Just. There was a term that 407 uses when he plays like his shooting games on YouTube. He was like, oh, he's schlump. I was like, that's fantastic. Now, Carvanen coming back in, taking a lot of fire, using the big furnaces correctly.
Oh, he just keeps lighting them up, man.
I want to know who this is, because I can't read the kanji characters, but just lit everyone up. Like, died once, came back, slotted everyone some more. So, No Name having a good battle here, the third places. Carvanen, where are Carvanen on the board? 7th. So yeah, 3rd on 7th at the moment. This is going to be a good scrap. I hope they can carry on the fight. Who's raiding who? Happis then next door have taken a few hits from Carvanen. And Tarkovi are picking on WWW. Breach the compound there, Griffin.
Look like they are headed into to the castle base here.
Oh, you fucked that one up. Oh, hang on. It's Fang realised.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, Nikita's gonna go down there. As I hear C4 starting to get placed by K now, as he is now sitting on the ladders. Such an easy target. All they have to do is have one member swing out as the C4 starts to go down as they're gonna bust through this wall.
Oh my god.
It does look like they did, but
I
I
am so good at this game.
And K's gonna actually grab 2 and continue the raid. Gonna zoom back up.
So, I don't know if you remember, Griffin, I said if I was a player looking to raid this, I'd be checking the top of those towers first. Because it's so stupid. It's so stupid, why would you put it up there?
And then you made a little...
And they're close. They're close.
They are quite close.
Is he going to do it?
He's gonna find it so easily.
I'm just pleased, partly by being right. Everyone loves to be the ego that get it right, but I'm just pleased because 3s is always loads of TCs. He won't care. He's got the TC here. Has he? Oh, he's one short.
There's not much C4 on there. He got beamed out. I'm sorry, TC is now open for the world.
Hang on, Fang is down though. Is anyone else here? Nikita's there. TC is open for the world.
Nikita's gotta go in with a single C4. Hell, a rocket, explosive ammunition. Bring a bean can if you've got it. Come on, just get it.
Oh, Nikita's gone down as well. Who's it? ST.
Go down, ST.
Can they see? You can see from. Hang on. I've got to go low. Oh, he has seen it. He's seen it. You can see from here.
Oh, he has seen it. He's gonna try and shoot it out now. A huge blunder. He's able to break it.
That's insane.
I'm going to take a look at it. You can see the bullets really hitting it now. It could break any second. Here's Nikita to come and help
hey!
us.
Oh man. Tarkovi. Oh dear. Tarkovi got there. Did so well to find it, and ST have gone, yeah, cheers to that. So, oh man. The roleplay castle base has gone. I'm sure people will be happy with that. That has gone. ST stealing away from Tarkovi. Oh man, it's made me cough. That's a killer. And yeah. I mean, Tarkovi are in 6th. ST now jump into 10th on 70 points. So they're still a good way off, but that was huge for ST. And really nicely done. So, let's keep looking, because Bonobo are back at it again. Yogi and Purple. Ogie and Yerblue.
On the roof there as they are just now taking out the turrets.
There you go. Efficient work.
Absolutely, as they keep going. More and more rockets, of course, hitting the doors.
I'd be very surprised, obviously, as we just pan around to them. As I say, it's very warm in the UK here where I am. The humidity is high for British houses. But I'm drinking. But Bonobo, they are eating. They are blowing their way through quickly. I'd be surprised if TC was a pie, but then again, you know, I was surprised that Nikita didn't get the last TC, so who's to say? This is good work from Bonobo. Kickflip coming in from the outside as well. Ha ha ha. They're going to be besieged very shortly. So
it doesn't even look like they've even realized that they're there as they just continue to drill down.
Bonobo need to go for it quickly.
He's just splash damaging everything right now.
Interestingly, CG are hitting Kickflip. And LFT are getting in the mix too, so Kickflip might be held off here by the fact they're getting raided, or about to get raided. Because if Kickflip start trying to come to counter Bonobo, Within is back for Haha as well. As is Popped and Nikitu. Not Nikita, Nikitu. Oh, Yogi's gone.
No. Oh no. This could actually be really bad for Bonobo, as we've already seen them go through a lot of raid supplies before.
Door peaks coming here.
Raid supplies. There he goes, here. As here's Nikita not track, so he's gonna.
Wow. Oh, Vladislav on the outside. Burplu, that's bad. That's unlucky. Within comes in for Ha, cleans up. But yeah, that's a shame. Bonobo, again, being let down by being a two-man, you know, it's just... Oh, and there's Tarkovi.
Tarkovi now headed in. We can see them on the scrap because all members are
going out now. They've come for the third party. They're placing down bags, obviously. Probably going to place down a little bit of a raiding platform.
They must be German because the towels are going down, but yeah, they need walls here. You've got two bases with high ground on you, especially on the left for the kickflip base. CG can buy Tarkovi some time and put pressure down. There you go, walls down. But ooh, look at the animations. Get some boxes down as well, boys. Another wall. There you go. Getting themselves sorted. Now can they siege? Haha are back home though. Toxical is lurking on the outside, as is Manastor. But they might be needed at home.
So that really definitely can't be easy for them. Is now Tarkovi spraying at Toxical. He's going to go down to 16 health and just barely get away before getting shot in the back.
Denied. Yeah, so Nikitu on the outside. Will he find the LFT member here? He can hear him.
Yeah, he can. He's going to be swinging out. He's actually going to see both him and his teammate there are going to be able to get that kill as they continue going.
They've got Tarkovia pushed up though. Getting in the rockets on the outside. Let's get you a nicer angle for this.
As more and more rockets keep hitting that side, it's something that we always see happens, and it's one of the things that I always talk about, and I never really don't talk about. It's teams will set up way far back from behind and just punch a massive hole, massive cavity into the side of the base, and then start raiding once they find doorways.
Yeah. Pops on the flank here with Nikitu. They're putting up the single shield rather than the actual wooden walls, just the single shooting shields. I mean, they're okay, but there you go. That's what you need. You need the big walls. The small ones are useful as like a little gap filler, or like a just a bit of a roaming thing. But really, for sieging like this in base Invaders, the bigger the walls, better. You've got to buy some cover. Pops is trying to flank. Tarkovi do know it, so it's a bit tricky. I mean, if I'm Tarkovi, I'm sending keep K watch from the side. Nikita and Smolensk try and pincer movement. Within comes out the gate though, takes a shot. Nikitu pushed out two. Now comes Pops. Oh, from behind though, from downtown, Manastorm Bravax goes down.
Doesn't matter though, he's gonna die.
That's some clean shooting from Pops to flick around that way. And then on the side of it as well, LFT, hello. A new contender emerges on the hillside, peeking over the edge.
Tarkovi's now getting surrounded by the two different teams.
It feels like that bit in... did you watch Game of Thrones?
I didn't. It's on my list to go and watch, though.
I'll try not to spoil it too much then. But there's a bit where there's like some soldiers and some leaders out in the field with a convoy, and some cavalry rocks up in greater numbers than they are. And the one guy says to the others, like, we're about to get swamped. And it feels like, LFT and Co have, have come in at the right time to just swamp Tarkovi. LFT now taking their spots. Nikita is still alive, surprisingly. Oh, there's Kate.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. He just let him walk. Because if he can find a gun, Nikita's found gear.
Going to be trying to find him in gears. Nikita's going to now head back to hopefully get to that raid platform. I don't think LFT realizes this. Here comes Nikita.
He put his own bed down. He put his own bed down.
He's gonna respawn, but there's doesn't matter. That's still I believe a Tarkovi one.
Yep. So they've got 3 beds for them and a bed for the other team, which is weird. But yeah, Tarkovi have reclaimed the site. I'm loving this. Haha, well, full defending though.
I mean, the more the merrier, Kaz. I mean, just sort of invite all the teams, really. We can all have a slumber party on that little...
Yeah, LFT is still trying from the side. Enemy goes down. Pops is hiding further back. I mean, it needs Tarkovi to come and sweep LFT out of the way, really. But again, this is all in Haha's favour because I know they've lost a little bit of side profile there. There's a couple of wall tiles out, but all of this is buying them time to do stuff. Smolensk goes down to Nikita. Oof, that was a lot. So, let's go somewhere a bit colder. Chill off. HQD, down in the south. They are fighting Foof.
Yeah, it does look like they're possibly fresh off a raid as well, as now they're going in for some close range here. We can see Foof Kevlin not even sorry, for a kid.
Oh! Only gets 2. Yeah, it gets 2. Red cubes, like, oh, okay.
Inside the base.
Yeah. I wonder if HQD is trying to blow the walls out so he can repair the compound. It might be that they're too close. Which would make sense. It would make sense.
Getting rid of bags as well. They're going to be doing some repairs on their base there so they can be ready for the next raid. Defense as we see more food
bag goes
come
down.
In
West are gone. And there you go. There's the walls. So I said one wall's too close. Kevlin's trying to look. Yeah, I've just seen West eliminated though. I believe this is the one by P-Vote. Yep, there you go.
It is that massive, basically square base.
Oh, it looks like they might have got lucky. They hit the right side. I'm just checking to see if any other stuff's open because I can see stuff's open here, but they haven't breached in. So it might be that Pivo just punched the hole in the right spot. But again, can't see a loot container or anything like that, which normally is the case if you've got no materials in your TC, because you don't have to have materials in. So,
no, it doesn't really matter in the base spheres.
It's not upkeep thing for these bases, unlike some of them. So yeah, Pivo jumping themselves into 9th place, 98 points. They've done well there. Bit of a hit and run. Yeah. We always talk about how efficient time use is a big help in base invaders, and yeah, Pivo have punched in, punched out. So,
kickflip being ready by CG.
Yeah, this is what we saw before. LFT are over at Haha in the distance with Tarkovi lurking somewhere. Kickflip were pushing out to be nosy, but now Kickflip are getting hit by CG. And at the moment, CG, look at the size of this. Ripped a big chunk open as Martin keens up.
Yes, more and more as they continue to sort of try and take the space. You can see Kickflip member back there, as well as the turret still being online as they keep going. Really looking for a shot on anybody as they circle. And the it does look like turrets are finally going to go down to...
still 2 to go, though.
Sorry, still 2 to go. I thought they'd already gotten the other 2.
But to be fair, that was the important one for this bit. They couldn't get past this to get inside the cover of the base here. So now they've got that. They're able to inside. They're able to have more freedom of the movement, so...
Yep. You see these turrets to continuously get shot. Really, they are just trying to find, as we can see, a kickflip member there. Miko9 getting loot, as it does look like he's going to be going in.
Oh, he's on water pipes only! Miko9, Mikonine, however you pronounce your name. I don't know if the pipe... Water pipe? No.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I was going to say the water pipe or the water pipe, however you pronounce it. The water pipe. Well, it's not going to cut it against an AK in your face. Now, C4 on the door. Blowing in.
On the wall.
Ooh. Did not mean to go through the wall there. I lost.
Kaz phasing through walls here. Just
Yeah, I thought there was a bit more of open terrain and was like, am I still inside the outhouse? My bad. So interestingly,
really
the outhouse.
funny.
Oh yeah, if I just saw TC, it happened twice, and both times it happened to Purplu and Yogi, and they were very angry, and it was just bad. It was just bad. One day it happened. I was doing EU. I was doing EU and showed their TC, and the Russians came and took it, and they were really pissed off. And then Big Chase was doing the afternoon show for the NA event, and I said to him, "Just be careful with the camera work because I showed a TC and it went there really badly." And he's like, "Yeah, it's cool. I got this." Second he got in raid phase, he showed a TC. It was like, "Oh no!" The admins were like, "We're really sorry that our casters are shit." It's like, yeah, it's our bad. We fucked up. We fucked up.
Mistakes have been made. That's on us.
But yeah, considering so yeah, between us, we've only had like 4, maybe 5 TC shows in the 2.5 years, a bit more that I've been doing this. So it's not awful. So Vladislav gets cleaned out by Martin and Martin. It's two Martins. And then that guy's called back again Sheen Estevez, which they must all be Martin Sheen fans then.
I would assume so, yeah. However, there is of course one member that just doesn't match the Martin theme. Bakugan Sheen Estevez CG.
Well, no, because Estevez was the part of the family name. The Martin Sheen's do the acting name. Because Emilio Estevez is one of his kids, along with Charlie Sheen. They had the option of whether they wanted to be Estevez or Sheen. I'm sure that someone in chat will know better, or Wikipedia, and just be like, yes, Sheen's the father, Estevez is the mother, or something. But yeah, so Emilio Estevez is the eldest son, and then Charlie Sheen's the other one, and there's a couple others. There's a lot of Sheens. And then for the British ones, it's the guy who makes the polish.
Going to keep on this raid here on a Port Kingdom's base. They basically are missing a complete wall on one side of the bases. A CG continues that.
I want to have a look behind us because I heard some boom behind us at Bess's base. And
what is this?
This feels like a bit of a sort of watchtower. I like it, but it's again this is the 3-man approach that is going to get battered now. Voxy, I'm going to say who's doing what. Voxy's in the mix here. Oh,
Voxy has found TC.
Hi, Voxy. Thanks, Voxy. You found TC. You're doing me proud.
Good job, Voxy. Oh, we're going to hear a rocket come in. Oh, I thought that could have been
I was hoping. Could you imagine somebody... Because I saw Yomp nearby. Could you imagine if Yomp just put a rocket in over the top of that C4 and went, yeah, cheers. Oh, so another TC on camera taken. Thank you very much, Voxy. Mazza now jump into the lead. 184 points. They've overtaken Haha in second on 150. And then Carvenin 128, Humans 120, HQD 120. And No Name 106 still. They're still dropping down. It's not been a very good raid phase for them. And, if you are in chat, do let us know who you're supporting today. Do let us know who you think will win the event as well. We are coming up to the hour mark, finally. We're finally coming up to the hour mark. It's been a little bit of a delay.
We should have hit the hour mark a long time ago. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and we're just looking around the map, and we can see obviously they're fighting here. Maz are fighting out to take out Yomp and Humans. Does Vikid know that yours truly is there actually, or is yours truly trapped? Excellent. Oh, lovely stuff. Can he peek it?
It's possible he's going to be just waiting there for you. What's he making?
Oh!
Vikid, he's going to get the headshots off and absolutely wreck him. However, I'm wondering, is he allowed to build that twig?
Yes, it's in the raid phase. He can't build the twig in to get into a base, but he can certainly build a twig to try and get out of trouble.
I like how we just started throwing C4 to either eliminate the killer or out of the walls. This Moss is going to take him down immediately.
The second he blows the wall open, it's like, well, you've been found. So, Mazza cleaning up on some of the PvP kits down there, keeping Humans at bay. And I wonder, obviously, we see the Humans base there. Mazza's really close. I'd expect Mazza to take on Humans next. Really would. They've been a pain in the arse for them all this time. They've been just getting in the way. And, yeah. I'd be trying to shift them on now. One of the old Trust and Rest doors there. Love to see it. Rustoria boxes. Nice and shiny. You love to see it. And this guy has a rocket. You love to see
that's just wonderful.
It's funny you just start trying to like whiz shots over at the hill line. Now they are going back up. Ooh. That's... Oh, humans, you little rats. What Mazza's take on humans? Humans are going for the raid on Mazza. Yeah. Humans are at it now. Surely they've been spotted. Yeah. Because... this is crazy.
I think Voxy's going around for that large flank. Hopefully he's not spotted by Kid before he can get there. It does look like I'm scared One's going to start firing back as Mazza is going to be able to take down the guy on the right. Here comes Voxy. He's moving up. He's
good wall.
For Scared of Woman. Voxy's going to get taken down. 24 health on I'm Scared of Woman. He's going to give that call out to his teammate who's going to take this opportunity to push up. He's going to throw a C4 over.
He's tossed that C4. There's the one kill. He's got to stay there. Is he standing?
Oh, I thought that C4 was like on top of him. We are going to see those beds get broken now as I'm Scared of Woman is going to stand there. I'm hoping for a C4.
Oh, he lost the trade. Incredible. I mean, they've taken the beds out though, so it's a good move there. But to lose the trade, I honestly didn't think that was happening. So I'm Scared of Women with 2 very nice kills there. But goddamn, that was some spicy PvP in defending. And now starts the raid onto the base for Mazza. Humans, V-Kid get a wall up straight away, starts popping. Presumably, Hollow will come back from base. You see more beds have gone down. Presumably, Hollow will come back with some more materials and they'll start to use this raid platform properly again. Get some boxes, get some more walls. I just wonder, where's... So, Mazza member's coming from behind, as is number 1. I just wondered, did he spawn at a bag out there and he's just looted up, perhaps? Because, again...
Does look like it. As he's now going to be moving in again for yet another flank.
Voxy's jumped down inside the base, healing up now. There you go, bagged up behind. I do wonder...
If he's lucky enough, he can possibly get there and get rid of all the spawn points and maybe even take all the loot there.
Remind me who was in their team again, in the Mazza team in the Discord. As V-Kid goes down, lovely crossfire with Voxy. I'm Scared of Women hiding in the corner. Quick wall there. Good reflexes on that. They're both hitting at the same rate.
And God that are with Fox.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out who's who. Number 1, I'm presuming that Ferenc is this one here, and that number 1 is Big Papi T. Because why would Big Papi T not be number 1? You know.
Fair, yeah. Does look like they're going to be getting a fair amount of boom and sort of stop that raid now.
Is he raiding them? Oh, Big Papi T's going for the solo raid.
Here's number 1.
Oh, this is exactly what I was saying.
He's gonna get that return on him, and he's now hiding in the back of his scrap.
I thought he was stealing it. I honestly thought he was stealing it. No, he's C4ing it. Get fucked.
Oh, he's gonna miss some of that C4, but that doesn't matter.
He'll be fine.
He's going to head in through that little hole that he's put in the base, which actually leads to nowhere, which is a slight disappointment on his part.
That's
but we are going to see some floors are missing. Yeah. He's going to see that. He's not going to be able to get his head under. He's going to foundation raid it, though.
Makes sense. Make a bigger gap so you can get him.
More and more boom going off. Number 1
Here comes Hollow. Hollow get lit up there.
From who?
Ference's coming in now. So, Big Papi T just running circles around this base. Is he still trying to punch a hole through that way, or is he just trying to check it?
Can he keep going? Oh, he's foundation raiding right now.
I mean,
C4 goes down.
He is. It feels very much like, he's trying to blow himself into whatever sort of corridor system they got. Which makes sense, you know, blow into the corridor system, then you've got the inner circle sort of covered. The problem is, their base might not have that corridor system. They might have compartmentalized everything. You look at the design for it. They might not have a style that suits what the raid's trying to be here, so it might make more sense for Mazza to go in with a standard door raid and just, you know, bit by bit by bit. There's a Yomper also lurking. I'm Scared of Women goes down to yours truly. And that will be that for this. As V-Kid claps back to the alt member. So, yeah, it's all's fair in love and war. And that's the raid I thought would happen. Now, let's have a look at Bonobo. Because HQD, a 3v2ing here, but Purplu's down. or downder. I don't know where Yogi is. There's Foof in the distance as well. Maybe the noise will attract them to counter.
Oh no. Huge open space on the floor above as they keep raiding. We're going to find some nice duck doors, but more and more rockets are going off. This is not looking good.
I thought they were little chicks, like Easter chicks.
Oh, I could be completely wrong. Me and my friends call them the duck doors because we just like ducks.
Answer in chat. Who's correct? Is it duck or is it a chick? The big questions in Rust. I'm surprised. Yeah. I'm surprised they've got the C4 though. This would be very C4 efficient.
Yeah.
Just bip 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 bip. And again, I know C4 is not as easy to get as and make as the rockets. I understand. It's just, you know.
There we go.
KLM.
Being led by Tarkovi, which is going to put them into second place, but Mazza is over 43 points ahead.
We have dropped down into base. Noki is still pounding away in this inside. Trying to splash through. Again, for all that Purple and Yogi are playing as a 2, they know how to build bases, the pair of them. They know how to make a base really fucking irritating. And I say that having not played against them, but as a cameraman trying to follow around the action, fuck me, sometimes their bases piss me off. So, yeah. Hopefully the base on that side of it will stand then. Looking for at the moment, tons of doors have gone, so many doors. And yet, here we are, saying their base does not look any worse for wear. Foof, this is exactly what I was saying. Foof might come up to the noise as Boloto Rust gets hit. Noki and Boloto now trying to 2v2 against Nisa and Keblin. So, here we go.
Coming around.
Crunch!
Oh, it's going to be a trade.
Yeah, 1 for 1. Lovely clean up by Keblin after the play died. And Noki.
Oh. And Foof now having control of this as members start to spawn in. He's going to be able to get all of them.
So he's left a gun on the bed. I don't know if he meant to do that or what, but
has he just put the gun on his back or did he pick it up?
He put it on him so when he stood up he'd get shot for a point. I love it. That's so good. That's ultimate shithousery. So the good news is they're taking the beds. The bad news, there you go, they put the wall back up because they lost the wall. Oh, HQD's come behind. Goes down. Bit of the old rapido camera lantern.
We keep going. Obviously, Purple now down on the roof.
Well, at least he's got HP for once, so maybe he can hold something off the roof. HQD are going to come back and contest this though, so Foof probably don't get a clean run at this, which is good. Begs the question, where the hell's Yogi? Is Purple saying, yeah, I've got this, I'll solo, you just go and raid for us? Because Bonobo currently are our last place team in 20th place. So,
oh, Yogi.
Yeah, anything they can do to maybe steal it. If they stole a TC, they go 13th over Happis.
So,
and Purple is getting repairs up. He is getting the repairs up. Like
I think Yogi has either rage quit or his Wi-Fi has gone out, as Purple is the only one in Team VC right now.
The problem is both of those could be true. Yogi could full well have gone, fuck this,
and just left. And Purple would keep playing, or really the other way around. Either could be true as they keep playing here.
Yeah,
but
well, as it has gone quiet, we'll pick some new actions. Head up to D6 on the west coast. Letterub's base, because No Name are here. No Name, who are currently 7th place, having been 1st place after the PvP phase. They did top that phase out, and yet, realistically, in the time since I last mentioned them, which, I don't know, what was that, like at least 10 minutes ago, if not longer, No Name have only gained, like, 7 points. They are not having a good time in this raid phase. Still doing quite well, you know, the top 10, they're over 100 points, you know. But I can see what they're trying to do. I just wonder why they would try to do it. That was all. Why were you trying to get on top of the thing when you can go under it?
What was their plan there? As they keep going little right now, blocking this little airlock, he's gonna go down to such low health. He's probably gonna try and get his teammate up.
If he gets him up, that's incredible work here, because they both have AKs. There you go. Both have AKs made up. Oh, he's on top. There's one.
There's toxic, bro.
Oh, the double headshot. And he gets cleaned up by Peru. But damn, that was a nice bit of play. I mean, that was the best outcome that they could have hoped for there, Leather Rub. So, very well done there. Again, another one for you to put on our little highlights list there, Griffin.
Yeah.
But, yeah, No Name clean it up there. And now they get a free shot at the Leather Rub base, at least on the outside perspective. Obviously, Leather Rub still have beds inside, still have the capacity to spawn. So, they will be back in and fighting very quickly. Kevin says, I thought it was against the rules to put a gun in the inventory and pick the guy up. I agree, that's in the rules. As far as I'm aware, it is in the rules. Except I don't think they picked him up. I think they just let him res. So, again, I'm not sure on the finicky bits in it. I mean, look, we can check.
I have contacted the admins, and they are, of course, looking more into it.
Yeah.
As
we
continue.
It's one of them. It's clever, and I mean, we've seen it before where people like Yogi, again, mentioned him a few times. Yeah, we've seen where Yogi was in a Scrappy, no, Mini, sorry, and he took out a Scrappy just by heli-bombing it, and then we had a rule in that you can't heli-bomb. So, you know, sometimes these things happen in the rules that get changed, or they happen against the rules, and people get punished for it retroactively. So, we'll see. But ultimately as well, while it was cheeky to put the gun on him and let him res back up and then kill him, the gun was on his back, so I don't know if it counts as he was wielding the gun, and also if it did, it's only the 1 point, so they can just dock a point off the score. Phil McCrevis in the chat says, yo, yo. Well, yo to you. Good afternoon. At the moment,
No Name with almost complete control of that lower level over Leather Rub space.
I'm just...
They haven't been able to hit the roof.
Yeah, Leather Rub, 13th place, 76 points only. I mean, it's definitely the way you want to play it. You want to be pushing these teams. But it's a bit quiet here. Now, Carvenan and Tarkovi picking on Happis. There's more boom elsewhere, but I'm just trying to see what's going on here. And so what I said about these earlier as well is Happis love to have a base that pisses people off. It's just...
And it seems to have so far.
Oh! He didn't look at the turret!
They have a turret just set up outside, no cover. That's amazing.
Welcome to Happis. They're just wild. These people don't care. So they're having a hole punch in the back of them.
They're not here to win. They're here to make everybody else's day worse.
Oh yeah. No, the Happis approach is it doesn't matter if we don't win as long as you lose. That is entirely the Happis approach. And every time I've watched them, it has been so much fun. The first time I saw them was a Fives event, and they built, like I say, they built one floor that was just about 10 miles long, just a big square base. And everyone climbed up the side of it and just fell into holes and was stuck. It was like, what the fuck is the point in this? Actually, no, tell a lie, it was 2 stories high, sorry. It was 2 stories, not 1 story, because they had TC on the ground floor somewhere. But let's say, the top floor was all honeycomb with no exit points. The second floor, the ground floor, was like a maze system with lots of hidden triangles and shit. The TC was in one of them with like, a weird ladder hatch. So it was, yeah, complicated. And Caravan, Hullabalooza, they're doing the right thing here, trying to punch through, but ultimately, it's going to take a while. It's not going to be an easy base. There's ST looking too.
Yeah, Carvana and, like, there's so many teams now grouping up on Happis. They've lasted so long.
Yeah. Now, if someone was on this coastline, I've lost who it was. Can't even think. Let's have a look at some of the bags. Who's here? LFT. Are LFT gone? Yes, LFT are gone. There you go. Damn. So LFT were eliminated over here, which gets them off the back of some of these teams. Ha will be happy. They're in second place, so you know they're doing quite well themselves. They're about to cross the.
Still being rated.
Yeah, I Kickflip will go soon, because if LFT have gone to ha, which I believe is what happened. They now can't get flanked from behind, which was slowing them down, and Tarkovia elsewhere. So ha have a clean shot now at Kickflip. KFC are here as well, as is CG. This is the perfect time to swamp them. Just overload them. Somebody takes the base. And if it happens to be CG, well, CG are on 96 points, so they'd still be behind haha. Or if it was KFC, they're even lower down. So at this point, you know, as much as haha will be disappointed to lose the TC if they push them, these two teams they lose to, it's not the end of the world, and they lose a neighbour, the base is safer, and then they can square up with CG and go head to head in them. So, you know, it's I mean, or they go straight for CG anyway and let KFC hold CG here. But personally, I'd be thinking, get in here, get rid of a neighbour, and see what you can cause. And again, we are halfway through the raid phase. We are in the last 44 minutes. So we've done 46, 44 to go. And you can see Haha just getting the block ready.
Yeah.
Get the beds down.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be going in on kickflip, coming from an angle that hasn't been attacked from either, so they're probably going to be blowing through the compound, making that cavity like we said before. But
yeah,
obviously, I mean, all of...
I'd be taking out a couple of walls just to the right of the gate on that left side. So go 2 walls to the right of the gate, take them out, put some ladders at the side so you can get to some of the higher bits, just to make it sound like you're coming for a top down. But just start booming a couple of foundations out, blow a corner out, keep them distracted, and just look to cause trouble, you know, because you can send 2 people inside the base and have 1 person skirt around. The 1 person can keep engaging, kickflip, CG, KFC, whoever's here, and your other 2 start to rummage in the base and cause trouble. And they'll probably bump into people themselves as well, but that's just... It seems the most advantageous way for me is, like, you know, 1 person trouble causing, the other 2 doing the fact-finding mission.
Well, Kaz, I do have wonderful news. Yogi Bro has reconnected to the Bonobo team chat. I do believe his Wi-Fi has gone out, and I believe he is now back playing with Purpley.
Well, I'm sure Purpley will be delighted with that. I mean, I'm sure Purpley will also have some opinions on that. He might actually say after the event, it was better playing without him. You never know. Purpley and Yogi have a very, very love-hate relationship. We see here the CG Martin boys all on the roof trying to defend the kickflip base, 4 kickflips. So they are like, no, we don't want to counter raid. They've already fended off KFC though as well. Griffin, they've gone. So it is just now a straight up to you know, team versus team while kickflip try to come home.
Yeah. CG keeps going. More and more of that base is now sort of coming out of CG. Continues to sort of maintain his base there. Kickflip, really. No one inside the kickflip base. It's everyone but kickflip inside the kickflip base right now.
Oh.
As CG continues. Oh my god!
Crunched in real time. That was lovely. He had a head, and then it was domed out of him. As Martin also takes a few hits there. You can see, yeah, Pops down below, Nikitu down below. It's a little bit tricky. And I mean, we know they've punched. We know the holes have been punched in here anyway. Like, it's not like CG haven't explored this side. I'm just wondering, are they thinking that they want to punch a, you know, take a side off here, just to deny any roof cover for CG? Are they going to start panning left there, or will they pan downwards and try and open this side up and just think, right, now we can see what the structure's like, now we know how to push in. So, not yet clear how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
But Within has flanked, which is what I was hoping for. A bit of getting around the side there.
Yeah, we see Haha continuing as Nikitu. Here comes Maza.
Yes, please. Voxy in the distance with number 1, Mr. Pappy T. So, Voxy will be looking for some stuff here. Now, Voxy at the moment are... Where are they on the list? Oh, sorry, where are Voxy? Where's Mazza? They are still top, yep. So, there you go. It's a hard life keeping track of all these teams. Mazza, 19 points in the lead in first place. Haha, second, 201. That makes sense for them to come here then, you know. Deny Haha taking away from kickflip. You know, come and just keep counter raiding the second places, and you probably will win the event. So it's a smart move. Some boom elsewhere I can hear, so we're going to quickly hop down to L9 because Yomp are in trouble.
Yomp getting raided by feeders.
What is
here.
this rooftop? Now that's a little bit RP. I mean, if anyone in chat hates RP, look away now because this is a little bit silly. They clearly like bearskins.
I mean,
But
it's a little strange, but we'll keep going. This is a little bit more of a strange base design considering what we usually see. A lot of lockers rather than storage bins, which isn't something that normally happens. We usually get, you know, more of the storage bins rather than lockers, because lockers take up more room. They can only hold X amount of loot, blah, blah, blah. Whereas storage bins, you can just dump and go. It looks like they're going to be foundation grading rather than going through doors that you usually do. More and more boom getting thrown on his fingers.
oh, here comes Solo.
I think it's a full-on foundation raid. There's Solo 80 health in the background there, looking for a kid to come down. He's going to pull in the MP5.
MP5.
It's always a good time when somebody pulls out an MP5. Keep going. That floor is going to get destroyed. It's just going to be carpets everywhere, apparently. There's carpets on the walls, just carpet on the floor.
Oh, Trash hasn't spotted him.
Speeders. Oh,
yeah.
And they're gonna lose that M249.
Oh,
and just
Ronnie. I say Trash playing up to his name, but Ronnie with a quick headshot crunch. Osama been packing in the background. He's lurking, looking for a gun. Gotta be careful because Ronnie's looking backwards. Might get spotted in a second. Now, what's Osama up to?
Looking for any kind of loot here as he rolls up to the bins.
Feels like something the Pentagon was saying 10 years ago. What's Osama up to? Yours truly goes down. And Megalos Malakas goes back in now. The door's gone here. Looking to get in. I'm not sure why they're blowing that because that's just a cubby hole. Unless they're trying to deny them the... Maybe they're denying them the comfort of the bear.
It is possible that they just didn't realize, or they couldn't see in because.
That's true. So yeah, because it is technically a window point, so maybe they were thinking the TC could be hidden on that, but I still don't recommend it. M2 getting reloaded.
Ronnie's ready to go.
I mean, the fact that we can hear some of the crappier guns outside. Oh wow! Hello. There you go. Couple of Yomp goes down, but they still got one of feeders. I was just saying, if I can hear some of these scuff guns, doesn't make me feel good about Yomp's chance of defending. Doors open there, doors closed there, to be fair, at least. But still,
yeah.
Cardinals sitting base, Invaders leaving doors open. I get there's like ease of access, but that's what we have corridors for, you know. Lock the center of the base up and usually side passage. As Osama gets taken down, it's very much Zero Dark 30 there.
From above. I think his plan is just to keep making his way up. He's got a teammate now who's definitely, I think that's an M39. With, I think, an 8 times. Like, that is not exactly a meta weapon. Now he's got an AK as he goes out to defend.
I don't think we had scopes in this. I thought we had a hollow sight at best.
No, I think we have 8 times. Or 8 times?
I don't think we do.
Oh, well.
I think that's why bolties are getting played with, like, just iron sights, because the hollows are not as good as the iron sight, and that's it. But they're pushing their way up here. You can see Osama's back. Trash is outside. Has Trash seen Osama? Has Osama seen Trash? Yes, they've seen each other.
Temporary
one
says they both try to find a gun. There's feeders.
Yeah, called it. There is a gun. Okay.
Magazine.
Yeah, didn't want his gun. There you go. Wants the AK instead. And he's spiraling our way up to the top.
How bullets going to put in the walls as they keep going
they're
up.
Close.
They're
yeah.
Oh. They didn't see the turret, as now they have to take cover. The Python turret is waiting, but it's got a C4 stuck right to the front of it.
Beautiful shot.
Now they have that top floor as they keep going. Just like they're going to be looking for that TC anywhere possible.
I think it's in that.
Inside. Could be. If we go look up on the roof, yeah, it's not connected to anything. No hop up there. It could absolutely be that as they hit the locker for maybe an extra kit or two. Does look like they're not going to be going for that one garage door.
There you go.
Reason. There we go. There's the C4.
Oh, it's a drop down. Oh, okay. So, that's fair.
That
makes
does happen.
Yeah, true. We are by no means
psychic.
Goss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, however.
Going.
Oh, they're the generators.
Not where I thought it'd pop out.
Yeah, no, I thought you were going straight through the roof, but apparently, I don't know. Could be all some major decoy in the TC's actually in the big room on top with all the bursters. As they head up now, there's the next turret. Brody's gonna have to run back to hopefully heal up his heroes.
Truly could go beast mode here.
He's gonna see trash, and he's gonna get a couple of shots off before dropping down and then getting beamed.
Need some quick C4 work here.
Does look like it's gonna be right. They're both gonna go up C4 right on.
They were smart and fast in that one as Feeders continues to dominate this base. They go up.
Hello.
Yomp solo.
Trash, yeah, Trash goes down to solo. Hasn't died yet, but goes down.
Solo have another MP5. Is that what I'm hearing now?
Yeah.
As he goes down.
The Solo's gone down too. I think the Feeders member did go down. Solo is back up here as well. Falls yet again. That's,
will
that do it? Will that do it? There you go.
It's possible. There's a second one that's probably going to hit there.
The damage for the first one underneath might... Yeah, no.
The turret lives! The bed gets destroyed, but the turret lives! Oh!
that was incredible.
That was great. Yeah. Look at his body, rust physics taken in.
He is disco dancing. Look at him go. I'm just... I do enjoy like a comedy fail though, where somebody just flies out of something.
So good.
Yeah, bed taken out. It's a smart move. Needs to reload quickly because you can hear some repair work going on downstairs.
Absolutely. They keep going rocket now as they finally get those boxes.
Is yours truly below? I knew they were close.
Ronnie needs to turn around. Here he comes. He's gonna hear him and get the kill. Ronnie really has been the best member of Feeders so far, in my opinion. I think he's he's the hard carrier of this team.
Which makes sense why they're giving the M2. Yeah, he's been pulling his weight.
31 minutes and 40 seconds left on raid.
Yep, we just saw a 5-kill streak for Carvan and Mr. Hullabaloo, or however you pronounce it. Because it's not Hullabaloo, it's like Hullabaloo or something. So yeah, we'll double check his name spelling in a bit, but yeah, 5-kill streak for that chap. Then yeah, Carvan are quite happily in 4th place, you know, sitting comfortably. A good raid in them, they could quite quickly jump. We see Yomp solo.
He's coming in. Oh, I just have like epic battle music playing through my head as now the M249 is going to be getting sprayed at him. He's going to take a lot of shots and unfortunately get beamed out, just missing his own roof with that heli. That's going to get destroyed on impact as he goes down. The body
still dancing.
He's still breakdancing as he hits some nasty moves there. He is winning any dance off possible right now.
I wonder where the rest of the Feeders are though. Are they coming back? Oh, there you go. Megalos is coming back. Can I see anyone else? There's Trash. Perfect.
It's just a rather long jog.
Yeah. So we're here in M9. I'm going to quickly just pan down to H13, just check any raids are going, because Bonobo are fighting still.
HQD. As we do see Yogi there on the left, I was right. He has reconnected. Along with Purple. They're not even respawning in their own
Pivo
base
here
anymore.
as well. Yeah, Pivo here too. These are naked running. So Bonobo look like they're very soon to go. As Yogi's gone purple and has picked up a weapon. But here comes Bonobo Rust. Gets low. Santi, wait, gonna find you in a second there, Purple. You gotta be careful. As later up goes to No Name, finally. Purple with the kill inside. Can he kit? Can he kit? Can he kit? Yes, he can. That's speed.
Running around his base. He's sorry, not Yogi. Purpose is going to keep running around his base.
Yeah, he's be full med in a second. Look at this boy go. Is it Purple time? It's Purple time.
Now fully kitted, he's gonna get the drop
Blue.
down. Looking for anybody here as he traverses his base. So many doors gone and yet no TC found.
Yep.
As they keep going. Rocket's getting fired as he finds
Oh,
another
he's cleaning
member.
up.
He has the third kill. He's going. He's gonna get shot from behind though.
Noki goes too.
And get another one.
I'm losing him.
He's too fast.
Oh,
Oh,
Pivo and Foof, Matt. That's what it was.
Now.
God damn. So there's 3 teams here on this base. If it's one of them, it feels like go any minute it could just fall apart. And yet, it hasn't.
I don't know how Blue how they've made this base last so long.
I have, because they hate people. They've built it like it's just a hate base. Just oh, it's bad, man. It's so well designed. It's awful.
Oh, there's Purple now. He's back.
Oh.
He's gonna get lasered by Pivo.
Trades, kills 1, loses to 1. Doorway's open. Guy drops down, and you are now inside, which is
Congratulations.
really useful. So Pivo looking to control here. But Foof coming back in again. You can hear the Kevin shots. That has slowed down. Let's get a check on E5. See how Happy's getting on. Because they're spawning outside now.
As he is going in, Happus has just made everybody and their mothers hate themselves with this base. Like it's just I would hate raiding this base.
Everyone does. Everyone does. It reminds me of actually NN under James. He did a sort of boat-based style for about 3 or 4 weeks, where they ran a similar sort of internal structure. Could this be the one? It'd be nice if we timed it and Fantisa here.
They're hoping. At this point, everybody who's participating in this raid just wants it to be over. They don't even care if they get DC anymore. They just don't want to be there anymore.
Hullabalooza, that's who it was, in the 5 kill streak. Does
Does
Yomp have gone to feed us? Oh, bloodbath. Absolute bloodbath here. Covenant's taking fire.
Out.
AFC King Jon Snow on a 5 kill streak as well. We are inside the last half an hour. We've got 26 minutes, 47 seconds left of this raid phase. 249 points is the top score to beat Mazza in first place. Only team over 200 as well as Ha in second. Tarkovi is very close. Jon Snow goes down, absolutely ran him through. And Happy's Sniper's taken out as well as Carvan send another player in. Clean up some loot here, get back in. But yeah, Carvan now tied 3rd place with Tarkovi. And it feels like really Carvan will be the ones that break 200 next. And if they get TC here, well, they then put themselves very close behind Mazza. So it's looking good here for Carvan if they can get this raid off. But it also looks like ST are really sort of trying to harass. Oh, we are shotgun raiding beds. Okay.
Well then.
I mean, on a budget, I guess.
If it works, it works.
Yeah, budgetary bed raiding. Well, now ST are rushing in to try and counter onto Carvan inside the Happy space. So quick check of the bags outside, but doesn't look like there'll be much there. There's a lot of bags here. Realistically, there's going to be a lot of just people spawn with a rock and a torch and come back and find an AK. So now the next.
It works, right? And ST is now inside as well, but this M249 is going to get sprayed. ST just doesn't. He doesn't even care. He's just trying to get through these doors. Trying to find everything, man. They've just built an entire grid out of doors at this point.
Oh yeah, I can fully believe it. 3 in a bed. And there's more doors. I love it. I hate it. I don't want to be here. Oh, it's a trade fest. Look at it. Oh man. If I'm happy, so I've more doors. Just throw doors back on. Just keep shutting doors.
Just keep making doors, code locks.
Keep making doors. Doors on. Just everywhere you can. Just doors. Double doors,
Send
garage
one of
doors.
your guys back out with a jackhammer to get more metal for more doors.
I don't think they can use their furnaces at the moment. They haven't got control of the compound whatsoever. Just have a look at the top down. They haven't been breached from the top down. They've had people to put ladders up there. They've landed on there as well, I think, but they haven't been breached from the top down. That is
like
remarkable.
Really if they've like put the TC like under a roof or something on top of the base, and like the TC's just there. There's nothing underneath that one.
Yeah, we know it's not there. We can see the ground floor of the base through that. There's been so much damage done in there, but yeah, Happis continuing to piss people off. You love to see it. Now, Carvenan breached the 205 point smart. There you go. They're into the 200s, but they are getting slammed here by No Name. No Name have woken up, it seems. 7th place, 165. Turret is on them. Hullabalooza is on them.
There's No Name.
Toxic Bro's in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've lost the turret though. You can't replace turrets, so every turret taken is worth it. Because you cannot replace them if they get destroyed. Even though you can have 3 total, you're only allowed to place 3 ever. That's how it works. So some teams place 1 and have 2 replacements. But yeah, most teams place 3 and just hope for the best.
Honestly, that is fair. It does look like all of the members of No Name have been driven out of the caravan base. As it does look like they're maybe looking for maybe a re-platform or something to make sure that they don't come back, really.
Yeah, just having a quick scan around, but they'll get raid defense points for that, so when they kick in, that might jump them a little bit higher. I don't know if it'll bring them to Haha's level, but it'll certainly jump them a bit higher. But who else have we got fighting around the map? Let's have a quick look. The H13 was the Purple base, was Bonobo's survival against HQD and Pivo. It looks like they've done some more repair work again. Noki goes down.
That's all they do. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Just chilling. Now, they're on the roof this time there, HQD. Oh, was that? No. Maybe. No. Generator. I saw something and panicked. This could be the beginning of the end for Bonobo, really. The roof was the last sort of bastion of control they had.
I don't think it matters. I think they're still going to run in and...
Mazza's gone!
Mazza's done by kickflip! My god, nobody expected that to happen.
Where the... Holy shit. Oh, humans are there as well. So Mazza has been eliminated. Our first place team had gone, ha ha ha, and now into first place. You'll have to double check for me while I go back to that raid. Who's in team ha ha ha, who's our leaders are now. But yeah, Voxy, Pappy T, and Firenze are gone. Our first place team have dropped with just over 29.5 minutes to go we had when they fell out.
Ha 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 is Props, Solo, and Wiven.
Well, there you go. Wiven is a repeat winner. That's a solo.
Solo an 11-time winner and Wiven a 6, so definitely some experienced players there.
Yeah, need some repairs here from Purple if they've got any materials anywhere. The base is still, the structure is still there. It's not like it's a shell. The problem is, yeah, it's just clinging on the moment. But they are in 14th place. They're not last, which, considering they're playing as a 2 and being raided by multiple teams at once, that ain't bad. Not bad at all. Now, No Name are looking at Foof space, so I think we might go that way in a second, because that's going to keep at least one team off these guys. I do want to double check a few of the raids elsewhere though first. Obviously Happis is the one we want back to. There you go, starting to punch through the roof now. Starting to punch through the roof. That's just the floor. A bit laggy here as well, just because of how many people, but also because of the rendering to do with the fact it's the corrugated shipping containers. New skins are always a little bit less optimized in terms of some of the server stability.
As well as just the sheer amount of bodies and AKs on the floor.
Oh yeah, that'll be massive as well. Like, it's just bags everywhere. It's crazy. I'm honestly happy. We're looking at them now. They're currently in 8th place. They are only just out, they're tied with Pivo on 142, but they will get raid defense points coming. If they survive for another minute kicks in again, they'll jump up to near a HQD and they'll just keep edging their way up. I'd be very surprised if Happy survived the event, but we've got 20 minutes left, and if people are going to do the raiding, that they got it done already. Maybe. Yeah. You never know. So I mean, it feels like a lot of base has been destroyed, but equally, it feels like people have really missed the boat with Happy. It's like, just if you had a plan, your plan should have just been just level it, just level it, open a side up and just push.
Foundation wipe, just
it's expensive. It is expensive, but the problem you've got is foundation wipe's more expensive. And as you see here, they're finding each other.
Sure.
Foundation wipe's really expensive, but the alternative is you basically play into Happy's hands up. They know their base better than you do. They know where to look.
The thing about Happis is they don't care. They're not gonna raid ever. Really.
No.
They're just...
If Happy survived this...
shit.
Oh, who's this outside? Is this KFC King John Snow by any chance? It was.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's not dead. How is he not dead? 1 HP, fuck
1
off.
HP.
And ST just turned away from him. ST on 10 HP just turned away from him. Because he panicked and threw a full kit. If you'd realised this guy is on 1 HP, as ST sending another member around the side looking for gear. Any second now, John's going to slap him. Oh, John's gone down! Sniper! So yeah, Happis are sticking at it. Let's go back in and see how Caravanan are getting on. So they're pushing up now. Oh, Sniper did get a drop, but wasn't enough.
Does look like he's going to be able to get his teammate back up, though, as Caravanan continues to go through this massive hunk of bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels very much like the end of times being in here.
Oh. God, if Happis gets through this without their TC getting destroyed,
it'll be remarkable.
It'll be legendary. In fact, that's like honorary winner right there. God damn it. I think that's the Happis dream.
That's a nice spot.
Purely by having the base like this. Just to win off raid defense points and kills. With this BS, right? I think personally that's Happis dream, is that as they keep going through hundreds of garage doors and walls and everything possible.
Yeah, well, it feels like they're getting close. I mean, that's an interesting cube. There's Haha's Pops gets a 5-kill streak. They're very close though. First and second, Carvanen are close on them. They're getting PvP points inside this base for Happis. They're trying to hold the ground. The sniper goes down for Happis as well. I mean, everyone's just shooting everyone. It's getting crazy up in here. Doors are going back on. They're putting some wooden doors back on. Which isn't enough. Well, it still soaks a rocket. You know, anything counts at this point. Just anything to make it more complicated. It is half the battle of just, you know, getting stuff on, and yeah, it's oh, no hiding in the tree for you. But again, it has quietened down here. Has he got any boom? I'd be looking at that door, and I'd be wrong. But there you go. Well, while they're doing this, another raid check. All quiet on the northeast. For now, obviously CG are still battling out with Haha over Kickflip space, and humans are here too. But no boom on the radar. E5 is here with the happiest one we were looking at. We've got F9. Which, if that wants to render in a second. No Name are getting raided by KFC. Now, No Name 6th place. KFC, where are they? 13th. So, cheeky bit of solo raiding that's coming through here. Where has he come in through? Doesn't look like he's gone internal. Just dropped down, sod it, we know where he's in. So, it's a lovely bit of raiding from Tiago, but I don't know how he got in. Let's have a quick look, see if there's a... Oh, he's blown down and laddered up. There you go. Oh, whoa. He's done a lot.
Just by himself. I don't think... Have they noticed?
I don't think they have. So Tiago might just get... Tiago... this is No Name. KFC are raiding 6th place No Name. So if KFC take this, KFC will go from 116 to 156. That would put them into 8th, just behind... Oh no, actually no, but in 7th. Because no name be out, so they'd be just behind HQD. But no, this is very impressive solo behaviour from Thiago.
He's just gone for it, you know?
There's not many doors left. I'm tempted to stick it out with him, to be honest. I mean, he's got about half floor left.
Yeah, I think we just sit here and wait. Personally, and just let's see if we can get it.
Because he's cleared out so much.
Nothing behind that door. Has he really done all of this?
Done a lot down below. Yeah, it's crazy. So we'll give him the benefit of the doubt for a second, just to see how it goes.
See if we can find it.
Big Papi D in chat after Mazza got eliminated says Mazza will always be top 1. My walls don't heal to full HP after raid defense points, and the Russian teams are raising like crazy. I mean, yeah, the Russians are always raiding like crazy, dude. It's a tricky one.
It's a base Invaders staple at this point.
Well, yeah, true, but there are always concerns we have with regards to teaming and stuff, and I know a few more allegations have been levelled at the Russians. It's always a tricky one to balance between. You know, we have banned cheaters from playing base Invaders. Obviously, you know, there has been a number of people that are specifically from Russia that got banned. There's still plenty of Russian players play, so it's one of them. We try and be careful not to accuse straight off the bat, but equally, you know, there has been a history of it, so it's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and I imagine if you end up talking to the staff, that they'll probably take a look and let you know whether or not, right? And that
yeah, I mean, to be honest, the bigger thing, what Papi T is saying there, is if the walls aren't hitting to full HP, that's an issue. So, now where's he punching into? Has he found a different door, or has he dropped down?
He's dropped down, maybe. It's like he's accidentally fallen and just doesn't want to really walk back up. You know, he ain't got time for that. He's gonna raid from down here.
Strange. I mean, he has got ladders to get back up unless he's only one ladder short.
Yeah. He's just gonna keep... Oh...
He's almost blown it.
Fortunately, nothing behind there. You can imagine all this time. He's hit almost every single door in this place.
Yeah.
You can imagine. It's probably getting to him. Let's just keeps hitting the stuff as that's just... It's possible. Could TC be behind the next door? I imagine he's saying to himself.
I mean, how many times it happened when we've had it? You know, the very last door somebody takes is the last door, the one that TC was in, and nothing up this wall. No. So while we do try and investigate, there's still, to be fair, he's still got a few doors this side. He hasn't cleaned up this side.
Oh. That's his next strategy as he goes through there. He's got some doors on the bottom level too, I think.
Yeah. It's surprising if it was down here though, so I'm tempted to step away from this. But as you can see, Haha currently in the lead with 245, Carvan in second, 240, 232 for Tarkovi, 204 for Humans, so, and then Feeders 192 in fifth. That top 5 with 11 minutes to go is very close. You know, Feeders get a TC, suddenly they're 3 points off the leaders. It's all to play for. KFC, obviously, if they get this TC, they're just taking no name out. It's not really taking it compared to the title or getting the top spot themselves, but it's still, for them, still a worthy challenge. Get themselves at the leaderboard. But for now, as it's taken a bit, we're going to move on. Quick look at
watch. He's going to find TC right now, the moment that you left. We're going to see it. We're
oh yeah, it's of course. So Foof here getting raided by No Name. I can only see 2 members of No Name. Maybe one's died. They are well in these walls. Proper. This is a good advent calendar style. Door to door to door to door to door. It's obnoxious. Is the nice way.
Yep. But hey, I mean, whatever works, you know. As they keep going. So many doors. This is going to be a hard raid to do.
Yeah.
10 minutes left in raid.
Bonobo's base up the hill still being hit. But, I mean, if we look at it again, the structure's still there. They've repaired the side. They've still got a hole there, but not the end of the world. How's the side looking over here? Mostly repaired again. It's not too bad at all.
HQD have got to be just so fed up with this base.
Yeah, for sure. Bonobo really clung on. 9 minutes 36 seconds to go for Bonobo to hold out there in 14th place. They're over the 100-point mark, you know. If they survive with that and are not last place, that's incredibly impressive for, you know, especially the fact that not just that they're playing 2 in a 3-man event, but also Yogi disconnected. As Kickflip have gone to Haha. Haha.
And that's Haha taking number 1.
So they were in the lead still by a couple of points over Carvana, but yeah, Haha now really cementing that top spot. And yeah, Kickflip finally taken out. That does mean we've got just 15 teams left. If we can lose one more before the end, all 14 teams will show on the scoreboard. So it'll feel bad if we have 15 in because somebody doesn't show on the table. But yeah, now Haha's attention will turn to CG. PvP points there. Just keep them away from their base, keep them occupied. It's the perfect approach for Haha to finish with. And yeah, maybe we see Within get yet another win onto the medal roster through.
Yeah. As Haha keeps going in. Obviously, that is that's just they just keep raiding, but it does look like they're going to be facing off the Martins.
One mine down, one mine drops. Sheen goes down too.
Now they are inside that compound, and I think they're just going to be going for it. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left.
I'm curious as to where the C4 him. Yep, C4 on the door.
To really show that they've, you know, cemented their victory as they look for the TC.
Found the beds. Turret is offline.
Oh, guys, you gotta turn on your turrets.
I mean,
where was your pool?
740. They're making quick work of this. Woo. That's not fun. Okay, Rust has just closed itself.
Game has crashed. Let's go.
Okay, we're going to very quickly, I am very quickly. Rust literally, there was no error, there's no crash error. Rust has literally turned itself off. So, I'm very quickly...
Well, that's enough. I'm done.
That's enough, Kaz. Just get fucked.
Get wrecked, loser. L.
Yeah, F in chat for Kaz. But that's very strange how it just closed though without any warning, so apologies for that. So the game is booting back up. I hope they don't get TC while I'm in here, waiting to come back on, because that would be irritating.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are reconnecting to the server. And again, obviously I've got the stream on the background as well, like as a watch for the chat, a slight delay on that. And can just see it has gone off there, so you're up to speed with us losing that. So we'll be back in a second. Like I say, the assets are loading, warming up, all that sort of jazz. Looking at Big Papa T's comments again, the HK on walls to TC were 80 HP after the raid defense points. That is very strange. And I know Voxy had concerns about the Russians as well. So yeah, definitely want to raise our admins. Obviously, I know Mike's one of our chief people today. And I know Aussie 3 is also on hand as well. So, yeah, speak to Mighty Mike, the admin. See what we can do about just investigating. Because obviously, again, you know, ultimately, we do want teams to respect the rules. And if there were a case of teaming, that's not fun, you know. Obviously, there's no rules to say that people can't happen to raid at the same time. But, you know, given the 3-man event is a smaller version of stuff, maybe some of these people have played together before. You just don't, you don't know. So, it's certainly one that we will keep vigilance on. But yeah, sorry, go on.
Obviously, we have all the video files and everything for the match. So, if you ever have any sort of confusions, you want to just make sure that they weren't cheating, weren't teaming, blah blah blah. You obviously submit a ticket and you say, "Hey, this happened, this happened, this happened, blah blah blah. We think they're teaming. Could you guys check?" And obviously, they'll have a conversation with you, but they're more than happy to assist.
Yeah, for sure. So we are almost done spawning back in. Thank God, because it's just Ah. It's just depression really at this point. Obviously, having had 2 server issues we had to reboot from is frustrating. Then having the game itself, not even a server issue, the game itself just go, you know, it'd be really fun, just if we closed down. So
it just needed a little rest, you know.
Exactly. So I believe we're back in. I'm looking at an empty base. I don't know if that means the raid was gone or if I've been put back to where I was before.
And I cannot see.
There's only 14 teams, so I think maybe it has. Yeah, I'm just going to bring the content back now. Oops, goes away.
Okay.
Rust background goes away, and we are in. Can you see now?
No.
Okay, we'll try that.
Oh
no, I know it is. When the game's gone, it hasn't anything to stream. That's what it was.
Exactly. There we go. Aha.
So who was it that we just lost again? As a reminder.
We lost.
Well, humans are here, but that's not humans.
We lost Happis. That was who we lost.
Ah. That wasn't over at Happis.
It was Happis that we lost.
Yeah, Happis I've gone, yeah.
I believe they fell to Tarkovi as they have taken the 2nd place spot with 288.
Yeah, would make sense.
And the stream has died again and I can no longer see. This is going well.
So Discord's been strange for the stream sharing lately, which is really irritating. Because obviously, for those of you on the stream side like watching, what we do is we share the live stream to the caster in the Discord chat we're in together, so that we can see slightly ahead of time, obviously.
Yeah. Keep going. Here's C4 getting thrown. Whose base
Yeah,
is this?
I can't see. This is Carvana's base, but I've got no C radar, which is bloody irritating. So, what I'm going to do for 1 second is just pop that back up again. No, that has not worked.
Nice. Well, you've been gigied. Or however the hell you pronounce the name, I can't really remember. Same thing happened to him, if you remember, and then you had to take over and it was bad, so we cannot see names. This is
We are in the last 2 minutes, so we'll just have to deal with it and just play with how it is. But yeah, people's names have disappeared. Love to see this. And unfortunately, you can see that on the blue set. So we're getting at least proximity names on people. Tarkovi in here too.
okay,
Again,
so
this is
Tarkovi there.
Tarkovi, the ones raiding 2nd place and raiding 3rd. If 2nd place get this, 2nd place win. We are in the last 2 minutes.
2 minutes. They just need some. They either need to find TC right now, or they need.
Oh, No Name are in here as well. No Name are in here as well. If No Name take this, No Name cannot win.
They've just showed up for shits and or giggles, and they
just keep because
going.
Haha over 300 point mark. We've got Tarkovi just shy of that. So really, it's a 1-2 race at this point. And again, Tarkovi.
30 seconds.
Arvana are doing what they can to hold off against Tarkovi. So it's gone a little bit quiet, to be fair. It also doesn't help I can't see the player radars. We've only got 2 raids on the map, and Bonobo are still in it, by the way. Bonobo are still alive. Just a quick... Oh, so that as Boom kicks in.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe they're still in it after everything. Wow.
Who's down here? Yogi's still here. Yogi, go on, Yogi. Gearing up, we're in the last minute.
Yogi.
Yeah. No Name also getting hit. Who's hitting No Name?
No Name could go down.
At this point, I can't properly judge where to go because I can't see where the player names are to judge it effectively. So who's in here? KFC are raiding No Name.
Still Tiago.
They're all here. They're all here. If KFC take No Name, then KFC don't really do a lot. So it's more shits and giggles. So we go back to E6. We go back to Carvanen. This is where we're going to finish up at. Can Tarkovi? I mean, I don't think they can. I think it's done.
I think that's a close 2nd place. Yeah. I think that is GG to Ha 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 with 3 seconds left in the raid phase, and I think
so we see No Name's base taking a beating, and there we have it.
Ha ha ha! With a combined total of 195 kills and 113 deaths, they went heavy positive there.
Yeah, for sure.
As well as 2 raids completed with 3 raid defenses. Obviously, we saw almost all of those raids and all the defenses. They actually didn't touch the hard point or any of the helicopters, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, nobody really touched the hard point. It was I'd be surprised if when we look through the list if anyone did, because it just seemed like every time I looked was no name. So yeah, you know, just it's again, it's what I mean by flavor of the month. Just it feels like not enough people are pushing for that. So and it was something that was mentioned in chat as well. You know, because people were there, it's like okay, well, in that event, you know, if people are there and the server's gone down, then does that mean they're just going to keep getting points accruing? So it's tricky. But yeah, Pop's 84 kills, 63 for Within, Nikita 48. That's not bad. They've just a general good positive scoreline there for the raids, defenses and stuff. You know, not bad work at all. Tarkovi second. K was the one slacking as the builder, but Nikita 84 kills, Eurus Smolensk 58, 3 raids as well. They were aggressive and they've got a good KDA for it. And, you know, it was no surprise that Nikita's top dog there, but just missed out at the end, really. So by 15 points, you know, just wasn't to be. Running through 101 kills for the Kanji. I can't read. 77 then for DFH and Mr. Hullabalooza with some kill streaks. Got 61. Carvan and doing some work and 3 raid defenses.
239 kills and 3 raid defenses is what made up their 269 points in general. So they got most of it from kills.
Yep, the raid defenses would have been quite short on that. And again, you can see, you know, no helis down or taken, crates looted or anything like that. So, you know, no hard point control. Was there any hard point control for any of these top 3? No.
Nope.
So, I'll say 101 kills for that guy is our top score at the moment. Again, hard point control time, 0 seconds. Animals killed 2. V-Kid 63. Scared of Win 57. Hollow the Builder 21. Did a raid, some defending, good positive KDA overall. Nice to see. Top kills then no name.
Okay.
Low.
I think our hardpoint control time is broken because we saw no name.
Exactly. We definitely saw so it might have reset with the server resetting, unfortunately, which is a shame. But I guarantee no name had minutes on that hardpoint.
Yeah.
Easily 10 minutes, if not longer. So that's a bit of a strange one, unfortunately. But yeah, raids, 2 defenses, but barely any kills. You know, these guys were just needlework. And, you know, imagine, obviously they came 5th with no kills. Imagine what they could have done with kills, because the kills the people around them have. I mean, if we have a quick look at 6th place, 118 kills, 5th place, 53. If you had another 60, 70 kills onto there, suddenly No Name are in 3rd.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a bit crazy, that one. But, you know, consistent between the team, and the fact that they got 5th being a low kill scoring team suggests, you know, maybe they're not PvP heavy, but, you know, they were doing well with the tactic of holding the you know, the attack phase section, the hard point. So people played to strengths, it paid off. Feeders sick, 43, 39, 36 in the kills. Trash, Ronnie, Megalos. Surprised Trash is top because we saw Ronnie doing so much work, but clearly it's just cast a bias of what we saw. A raid, a defense, positive KDA, you know, all looking good. Then we drop down to HQD in 7th, Noki 56, Red Cube, Boloto Rust 47, and M on 36. 1 raid, 1 defense, positive KDA.
Yeah.
CG, again, positive KDA. The Sheens, the Martins family. Decent scores around for them, you know, two defenses, no raids. I think, obviously, you know, had they got a raid off, they're suddenly in 4th place, pushing 3rd. I think they were just unlucky, really. I think there was a few competitive moments with humans, with Carvan and with Mazza, you know, that they just lost out on.
They were participating in a lot of those raids, and unfortunately just couldn't do it. 5 raid defenses from Yogi and Purplu.
50 for Purplu, 25 for Yogi. Does that mean that Purplu is twice the player Yogi is? Chat?
I think so.
You decide. I'd also like to know the KDA, because 75 to 84 there, so they had a negative KDA, but was that Purplu was negative because Purplu played most of the game on his own? Or Yogi was the negative and Purplu was actually quite positive KDA? Who's to say? But it'd be interesting one if we could break that down from the admins, maybe get a bit of a look in on there. But I don't know if Jamie or anyone's around, so we'll see. Elga says we controlled hardpoint for like 30 minutes. Yeah, I can believe that. So, yeah, that looks like the hardpoint counter, along with half the other stuff. The event's broken today, which is great for us. 10th place then, Pivo, 42, 31, 25 for the 3 players, S and TUA 1 and for head. Just negative KDA, but not terribly so. They had a raid defense, they had a lot of counters and stuff. We can see...
That's it. Can we... Let's take a look at the Happy stats, because I think...
Well, bringing out the remainder of our top teams, we have ST, KFC. We'll have a quick check of... just so people can see. So there's ST for you. Negative KDA, but got a raid off. Doing okay. KFC, Jon Snow, top of the kills by far. Nerm and Tiago lacking behind a bit. But 1 kill positive. There you go.
To be fair, Tiago was raiding for like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Foof raid defending again. Every time they tried to push out, someone's on him. And then VG were our 14th place team. The last place team, 14, 14, 9. Again, wouldn't be surprised if some of these kill scores were a bit off as well, if there's any issues with the data catching. And you can see there, technically, we had teams that were no-shows, so KKND, ACL, Defy, a few of these teams didn't show up. Mazza, Big Puppy T, Voxy, and Firenze, that Big Puppy T, 70 kills there, number 1, 2 res, 2 defenses. Unlucky, say they got taken out. And obviously, you wanted Griffin to see Happis. HDTPS 32, Sniper 30, R7 22, 6 raid defenses. Oof.
Yeah.
So
894 structures placed, 300 destroyables placed, just all around massive build.
That is a madness. Is there anyone else I wanted to see on this list? I don't think so. A quick look at Yomp. Yeah, Yomp didn't really get going, but it's a shame. They were doing okay, but then it just got a bit scuffed out the way. So that does it for us here at Base Invaders. Thank you very much for sticking with us. Obviously, if you say between the 2 technical errors of the server and then the technical error of us deciding it didn't want to play anymore. It's been a slightly longer cast than usual, but as always, thank you for watching. Thank you, Griffin, for being my co-host today.
Absolutely, and I think that's going to be it. Thank you all for joining in. If you want to join the staff team, we're always looking for people, and as well as the casting team, if you want to be up here on the stream with like Gaz and I, you can always go into the Base Invaders Discord. There's always spots available.
Yeah, that will do it for us, though. Thank you for watching, and we will hopefully see you in a month's time with maybe less technical errors. Maybe we have an NA back as well. Maybe the NA event can happen. So fingers crossed. Next time we're back, we've got 2 events, not 1 event. But yeah, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.